Welcome everyone to today's Empyrion live stream. Welcome my early squad, those of you who've already jumped in well before the stream started. We are here today, if you looked at the thumbnail, obviously we're going to a lava world today. Because we finished, what was it called? Tarbis. And I've got pretty much everything off of it. So it's time to move on. I've got a lava restroom. I need Zascosium. And Zascosium, best found on lava worlds now. But before we go, and while we're waiting for a few people to join in, we are going to do a little bit more harvesting here on a pentacid asteroid. I mean, it's, I don't need that much pentacid, but hey, it gives me something to do for a moment while we're waiting on a few more people to get in. And then we're going to do some jumping around through some planet systems until we get to the world that has Zascosium available on it. Now, hopefully it will have a lot, because I have finally decided I know what capital vessel I want to build next. I know what base I want to build when I find me a planet with a nice atmosphere, nice visuals. I'm like, this is going to be home base. I know where I want to build my retirement place. I know I want to build a few new hover vessel designs and small vessel designs just to have stuff to try out. So I need a lot of a restroom and Zascosium. And I really don't need that much pentacid, but hey, it's here. It's available. I can always swing back through and get more later. And I just need to test out my mining lasers I've added. And these mining lasers, the capital vessel ones, have nearly drained my Zascosium reserve. So I do not have very much left. I really need Zascosium now. A lot. Alright. Get a little bit more. I think by the time I'm done with this, I'll have almost as much raw pentacid from just this as I've already obtained everywhere else in the game so far. Really need like just might make one of those little CVs that are designed for mining, just to go out to places where I know there's good asteroids. I go, oh yeah, I know there's asteroids there to harvest, get stuff. I'll fly back with just this standalone capital vessel and get some supplies. Okay, that's plenty. That's plenty for now. We'll go ahead and do a marker on it, if I could get it to, not freak out on me. I'm too close. I'm marking it so when I come back, I know where it is. Come on. Give me the marker. Actually, I want to mark straight on it so I can, easily come back. Come on. It's acting a little freaky, but alright, fine. We'll do that. Done. Simple enough. It's not as accurate, but it'll work. So, we are going to move on to Coradessa first. Now, it does have a moon. We know that. But we don't know anything about the planets yet. So, we've got to go and see if that's going to be our suitable location. And I already know it's not. I've already been through these looking, so I knew which direction to take next. And where is that? Oh, okay, up there. I feel like my marker for the pentacid deposit asteroid is way off. So here we go. We'll go to the next planet. I kind of miss the old warp appearance. Okay, so we are here at Coradessa, and you can see we got Promethium, which is nice, Sathium, all that. Neodymium and Promethium once depleted, so I could always clear this, come here, and be like, hey, I'm just gonna hang out here, go around harvesting meteorites. Decent bit of stuff there, but no Zascosium, so we need to move on. And the next one is Aroposa. I think I'm saying that right. Aroposa? Aroposa? Alright, there we go. I'm going to jump to this planet now. let's see. There we go. Alright. This is Aropasa? Promethium, Sathium, Neodymium, Sathium, Promethium. Yeah, okay, so good place. But here's where we need to go next. Lilotud, something. Some of these names are very weird in terms of trying to figure out how they should be properly pronounced. Lilotud. We'll go with that. Lilotud. Welcome to Lilotud. And there we go. Lava world. So this, obviously lava, very hot. I mean, red everywhere. It's not red seas, I would think. But we have Erestrum and Zascosium plus gold, so useful. Meteorites on depletion, Erestrum and Promethium. I would really love to have like Zascosium meteorites, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. We also have a nice asteroid belt here, so that's going to work really well for harvesting from this area. I mean, the asteroids, iron and Sathium, not much there that I really need, but hey, it's going to be easy to find stuff. Easy to find POIs in this area. Now, of course, I am not going to fly the capital vessel right down and sit there because at some point, patrol vessel come along, start attacking it. I'm not there. It's not heavily armed enough to defend against a patrol vessel. So we're going to start with our small vessel, fly down and do our scouting on pretty much the whole planet. Try to map it out today, start to finish, and I am not going to worry initially about attacking any POIs unless it's like, oh, here's a very, you know, undefended, non-aggressive POI that maybe has some stuff. We might stop there, and of course, we may stop for small deposits. Basically, any resource deposit that is large and extra large, I am planning to take a auto miner with me and deploy auto miners on all of those just so I can have that going and not have to wait till the end. The mobile defense tower, I do want one of those. I am going to take that after the challenge and have that ready to go, but it still would be nice to just have it to deploy once I know I'm done on the planet. So I love, you know, we're in orbit and I can readily see the planet spinning as I'm in orbit. We're going to turn stuff off. I don't need movement. Yeah, get my power level back up a bit. We're going to... I need to adjust. I need to get EVA stuff going because I'm pretty sure not all of the planet, but certain places it's going to be very hot. Very, very spicy down on the planet. So we're going to swap some boost out for the armor. And fortunately, I have a lot of boost. See, insulation, heat protection, yeah, we can do that, but lowers my armor. That won't be such a big deal right now, but, you know, if I do encounter like a decent... Oh, that's heat protection. Okay, so yeah, we're going to go with insulation boost. And, because I'm pretty sure it's not going to be cold anywhere on the planet. That has some heat protection, some, you know, we'll swap out that for now. And I'm taking it with me just in case. Oh, and before I go, I need to grab... Dun-dun-dun, my auto miners. We're going to take... Let's see, that is... 23 auto miners. And I need fuel for them, too. We're going to go with... Actually, I'm going to go with fusion cells. I've got a lot of fusion cells. And I'm hoping, if you were watching on the last stream, we had like a weird bug thing happen with one of the Erestrum deposits, that even though it was empty, the auto miner said it still had stuff to harvest, and was still harvesting from it, even though it was empty. So I'm hoping maybe we'll get a good Zascosium deposit that I can just leave it going non-stop, and it will just flat out harvest everything I might need. I think we're good on everything else. Oh, cores. I've got 3 cores. I'm not going to do a lot of capturing. I just want to get things initially going and scout it out. And, oh, I'm too cold because it's space and weird things happening with the vessel now. It's acting like I don't have oxygenation after I had to do some major repairs for it. And the doors don't work right. Like sometimes the hangar door or the shutter door at the back doesn't want to open. The automatic door doesn't want to open. Things like that. So just weird. Oh, and I'm so high that I've got hypothermia right now. Even on a lava planet. Okay, come on. Why am I so cold? Seriously, what's going on? It's a lava planet and it's acting like I am freezing. Why am I freezing? Why am I freezing? I am freezing in a lava planet. How is it? How is that molten lava and it's negative in the temperature? I already came to this planet with a copy of the game so I could do a picture, and it was boiling hot. I mean, like 150 positive on the temperature, and now I'm sitting here with it freezing me to death. Look, my temperature's even getting warmer now here in space. Even in space, my temperature is going up. Yeah, we've got something bugged right now. Look at that. I'm in space and it's making my temperature go up. Oh, yeah, something is not working. Oh, look at that. Suddenly it's like, okay, I can understand being out here in the void of space. It's cold. But I was in the ship and it acted like I was still out in space. It was acting, yeah, see, that stuff like that. Since having to repair the ship one time, it's been acting super weird on certain things. They cooled down slowly? That sucks. Alright, well, the vessel's on now, so that should keep me warm. Means I kind of want to now have all my vessels inside instead. And I might want to have an EVA boost after this. Alright, this should be warm enough now. I mean, it's... Okay, finally. Alright, so that's a new one. Yeah, I guess that's one of the updates since the last time I sat in space for a long time. Alright, we have... Well, I can see it. It's not showing up very clearly. Oh, and we've already got a point of interest. Making sure I've got my turret destroying weapon selected. Survivors camp. Alright, so there's survivors. Abandoned reactor. Okay, abandoned. But there's drones around it. Because, you know, if it's abandoned, you want it protected by drones, right? No turrets firing at me. That's good. Oh, but those are firing at me. So it's abandoned, but there's still, you know, elements of it that are actually functional. Like the sentry guns. Alright. And yeah, I'm not even gonna try flying my drone over there to get this one. Let's launch. Oh! What? Where are you at? I need to see where this thing is at that's shooting at me. Or did the door open and call? Aye! Quit flipping me. Oh, bug. The bug, like, attacked me through the, No. Alright. They're sniping me through the little gaps. There we go. And it sounds like the bug is, trying to attack me way up here. Like, actually swing at me. Oh, we got a little geyser type thing. Alright, nice landing pad up top. Let's just land for a moment. I'll jump down. Nothing to... Oh! What's the... It's decent on the gravity, but it seems like I got more jump here than on that last planet. Temperature is giving me a warning, even with the insulation boost. And radiation. Yeah, I'm gonna have to adjust my armor a bit. We're going to move on and focus on... Well, let's check out the survivors camp. Yeah, we'll see. They're great when they explode. I think I like the idea of actually using it as maybe a little landing platform. You know, a little spot to work outside, you know, in the area. And seriously, it's a lava planet. It's 9 degrees Celsius. Why is there wood being used in this base? Why is there even wood here? I'm pretty sure there's no trees on this planet. So why are you using wood? Why did they bring wood here? But like, oh yeah, let's build this nice little wood paneled base because, you know, that's safe. I can't access core, player, faction, code. Yeah, okay. So it's already been cored for me. Thank you. Thank you, devs. You saved me some trouble there. Magical space wood. I do not even want to go there. Oh, we've got overseers. Either that's a big rock in the middle of a lava sea, or we've got a ship. Yeah, crashed ship. Now, how am I going to deal with a submerged ship? Would not the lava be quite problematic? This is where I need like a legit launching hangar up top. So like a little shutter door to open and launch my drone out of. I'm thinking I'm gonna need a different ship on this one to deploy certain, you know, sit next to some of these points of interest to break them down with the drone. Flame retardant magical space wood. That's really flame retardant then. Ooh, Promethium deposit. Of course, with the drone. I am going to shoot drones because, you know, they'll come back. They can make more and give me more supplies that way. And it's a large deposit. I said I'm going to pop or deploy on all of the large deposits my auto mining rigs. So hopefully they'll, you know, sit there and get me a lot of stuff without me having to do anything, and then also providing me, provide me maybe that bug where it just keeps harvesting in the end. I mean, having unlimited Promethium, that'd be pretty nice. Then we're going to go with that. I don't want to risk all of it being in my inventory. There we go. Okay. And we're going to dump in because it's large. Oh, actually, no, that's what. There we go. Alright, back to the safety of my, you know, temperature-controlled ship. I guess we'll just keep going north. And then when we hit the north, we'll start circling around. Because I'm assuming polar regions where we're going to find drone base, most likely, and drone base is probably where we're going to find like a cluster of Zascosium deposits. And I want Zascosium. I would like to find some extra large Zascosium deposit that I could just drain and leave going and have that bug occur where maybe it just endless Zascosium. So I really don't want to have to go finding another planet just to get the new capital vessel I want to build. I hope I get enough Zascosium from this location to do at least that capital vessel. I'm seeing east and south, so I'm hoping I can find something just right here. Red sandy. Ooh, got pentacid there, okay. I'm like in the middle of stuff. I need somebody to come up with a small vessel for scouting that exploits some bug and allows it to travel at like 200 meters per second or faster. That way I can just be like zipping along the planet surface, no problem. This is a bigger planet too. This is planet size 4. I think the last one we did was 3. I want to say, yeah, that last one was 3. So this is a bigger planet. This is like the starting planet I was on. So this is going to take a good bit to scout the whole thing and clear the whole thing out. And how many deposits? 18 restroom deposits and 12 Zascosium deposits. That makes me think small and medium-sized deposits, with maybe like 1 large in each style. Oh, saw that flash. Like something spawned in, you know. Yes, Hemp, it will be the Nemesis. That is the one. I've tested several different ones. I tried the Shirasaya, the Hecate, however you say it, and the Nemesis, and in the end, based around my preference for the Nomad, the way it's laid out, the Nemesis is the closest one to that same style, and so I'm going to go with the Nemesis ultimately because of that similarity. And they've got power. Their thrusters are on. Yeah, let's okay, so there's a core, or I need to add a core somewhere. Looks like the core would be behind that. Oh yeah, thrusters, turrets. I mean, we've got a lot of stuff here. This is definitely a good find, and I can dig down if need be. So interesting that it looks like it's got power still, like the thrusters are still active. So we'll move on. Yeah, I just want to find everything, figure out where it's the best place to kind of land and park my capital vessel, and of course, if we find it, disarm the patrol vessel. The max speed is going to be higher in Alpha 9. That's nice. I still would like to see somebody just find a bug, because Planet Nomads, people have found exploits for certain things that let it get like 200-300 kilometers per hour in speed. In that game, you're like, phew, you can get one of those, and if it works still correctly, it will zip you around everywhere. I would like to see something like that here. Especially, it'd be nice if they're doing the speed adjustment based around like atmospheric density. That'd be kind of nice too, you know, less wind resistance, atmospheric resistance as you're flying through if it's a thinner atmosphere. $90 meters per second would be nice. But I'm assuming if they're going to make it faster for planet side, they'd also have to do at least some tweak for space. I would love to see it if they would actually make it where in space you could turn on or turn off your auto brake, and at the same time turn off all thrusters, and as long as you have nothing causing you to slow down, you will keep going at the same speed because, you know, you're in space. You know, inertia. I would love to see that. That way you can really conserve power traveling like to a moon from the planet side. I'm gonna have to fill up on fuel a couple of times. I have a feeling on... Oh, wait. Wish they said where the detector would, like, blink if it's, you know, hey, this is within this range, like it's within 1 kilometer Okay, I see you, Mr. Overseer. We're just gonna kind of jump in. Engine compartment with no engines in the little spots there. This is not as good as the other wreck. Hi. How are you, sir? What's... Hey, don't you look away from me. We need an armed drone. If you shut the thrusters off to coast target, unless it's been a recent change, the last time I did that, turned off auto braking, turned off all thrusters, it still slows you down. And slowly, or at least in my game, it always slowed me down. I mean, albeit at a very slow pace, but eventually I would stop. It wouldn't just let me keep going non-stop like you think it would with it being space. So unless that is a very recent change, I mean, like since last stream when I went into space and tried doing that, it still did not work for me. I know there's a Promethium deposit there, but I've also got another mark here. Ooh. Oh, I've 2 things. 3 things. Defense. 4 things. Headquarters. Yep, I'm about to be shot at. Defense. Maybe a drone base. Don't want to be shot to pieces just yet, fellas. Let me... I just want to scout for a minute. Give me a chance to get over here. Let's go back, get this Promethium deposit. Maybe there's a drone. Titan, the SV I am using is the Talon Blade Tactical Advantage. It's one that you get on the workshop. Is a popular one from Excalibur. Did really well. If you want to check it out, and it just works great. Has a lot of good features going for it. Let's see. We're gonna land there. Okay. I'm gonna pop. Say this. That's a good spot right there. Alright. So that one's working. Thank you, Pendragon. Thank you for hanging out and watching my videos. Alright, Danielle. Thank you for popping in at least. Okay, it's time. Oh, wait, I see a drone. See a drone. And I think I am outside of the range enough I can take him down. I think I can park the right way where I can't get shot. Yep, I did it. I'll take out his supplies. You know, always good to get free stuff. And we're gonna skirt in. Bam! Oh, hey, hey, hey. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, come on now. You're gonna sit there and add in the shots from your little sentry minigun turret things to when I'm got my back to you. It's not very nice. Oh, yes, it's that one that likes to have... You blow up one of them, and the whole thing breaks. That whole segment breaks off. Another one of those. They need to fix that on the points of interest. Now, I know they're supposed to be revamping them with Alpha 9, so maybe they're getting that taken care of. Because that is annoying. You know, you shoot one turret, blow up that one little piece, and suddenly it's acting like that whole segment was being, held together by that turret. And you, cannon drone, that was not nice. Don't shoot me, Zerats. I see you there. I'm still in your drone. Supplies, and of course. Oh, yeah, there you go. Well, that drone is being sacrificed. Shoot mosquitoes with a cannon. That is what was said the other stream. Like shooting mosquitoes with a cannon. Plasma cannons to kill Zerats. Good evening, Toby. Give me some stuff. Take food, ammo, just whatever you got. Give me credits too. I need money. Just take your wallet. Okay, reload. So we got one more defense over here. There we go. So it's not even drone base, it's just headquarters and a bunch of defenses. Maybe that counts as the drone base for this planet. Space bugging, yes. Give me your wallet and your spaceship keys. You know, overall, not that bad scenic-wise of a planet. Like the, you know, big spires everywhere. But not a place I want to, you know, make a permanent home. Wow, okay, wait. It doesn't even have a... No breathable atmosphere, of course. I would hope not on something like this. Like, oh yeah, lava planet. Perfectly comfortable, breathable atmosphere. Safe, good to go. A final point of interest? I don't think so. There might be with the new changes in the Alpha 9. They may be doing some upgrades to have like a really difficult one. I know before the new generation changes for the worlds and solar system, it used to be like Maspron. There was points of interest I would find on Maspron that would have 12 or more defense turrets on them. So, you know, final in-game type thing such as that, you're going in, you're having to do a lot of dodging a blast, or you're taking a lot of damage and having to repair it on either your hover vessel or small vessel. Preferably not using your capital vessel for something like that. Oh. We've got a drone and what looks to be a crashed ship. Crashed capital vessel. Generic crashed capital vessel. Of course, you're gonna be defending a crashed capital vessel. I'm assuming because they're like, you know what? We want to scrap this thing out. So we don't want anybody coming in here and scavenging it. Surprisingly, I'm not finding a huge amount of resource deposits around the northern area. Got something to the south. We're gonna go a little ways. Detour, because, yeah, south. Just slightly. Ooh. Is that a POI or abandoned factory? We had 2 of these on the last planet. It's the same design. It's the exact same design as the ones on the last planet. The same abandoned factory. Which means, yes, you can hear it there. Nightmares. The, you know, interior sentry turrets. There's probably going to be at least one more of these here, I would assume. Good evening, Crazy Z. Alright, there's still something south. I'm going back north. We're going to continue around the northern part of this. Look at that. I'm not even like halfway around the top area. I don't think we'll be able to actually get through mapping the whole world in this stream alone. I may have to finish up mapping things out off screen, because this definitely bigger world. Ooh, so you can loot a POI through the logistics systems. I mean, not like the control panel, but like the whole transporting equipment around, you know, moving it from point A to point B type thing. You can exploit that to take everything out. I just want like a loot drone, you know, some kind of harvesting automatic thing that will break down a point of interest. So you can be like, hey, tear this thing apart, and it'll sit there. And even if it's like, oh, you only get back 70% of what you're getting, you can go in and say, I'm going to get all the really good stuff manually on my own, and then drop this in there and let it do all the rest, like the entire structure. Give me tons of steel blocks, hardened steel blocks, things like that. That would be a nice addition, that you can break down an entire point of interest and not have to go and do it with like a multi-turret or something like that. We have another ship in lava. The lava works like water as far as I can recall, but I'm pretty sure if I jump into it, it's not going to let me, you know, avoid damage like swimming in water would. At least it doesn't destroy my drone when I dump it in lava. Ah, I'm boiling, I'm boiling. Crashed DSE front. How many ships are named the DSE? Like, seriously, how many ships get named DSE? Very old base. Like, are we talking like 5 years old? You know, 10 years old? 100 years old? You know, it depends. The millennial be like, oh, very old. Wow, that's like 5 years ago. Oh. Have some ditzy teenager be like, wow, you're like 20? God, you're ancient. Only ones not named Titans are DSE. That seems weird. Oh, Zascosium. Ugh. It's a little deposit. I was hoping for like a big monster mamma jamma, like, here you go, here's like 8,000 Zascosium once it's all harvested type deposit. If the others are small, then that's a add sign, but we're going to do the same thing again. I'm actually going to place down, even though it's small, we're going to do a, we're going to drop in the auto mining rig. See, get myself kind of positioned right. Do my wobble. Wish you could actually interact with that through it. Alright, I'm gonna go. No, not on top of it. I just want to park here where I can get to it. Because I need to, you know, put some power in it. Not that. Not what I was kind of intending there. There we go. Come on. There. I'm just going to go ahead and dump in full power. I've got plenty. This will be a good one to test. If it runs out and then continues to produce Zascosium, then I can let this count as one of my very large deposits. Because I do need a lot of Zascosium in this. That's weird. It was... Oh, it's still showing the drones. Okay. I was like, don't tell me it's showing the bug. Little scorpion. Yeah, first goal with this planet is harvesting all the resources, especially Zascosium, hopefully having enough that I can produce my new capital vessel, which will be the Nemesis, which is going to take quite a bit of a Restroom and Zascosium. That's the main thing. I may actually make a modified version of it to cut down on some stuff, because I'm not going to be using it big space battles type thing. So I may cut out some of the weapons to cut the cost down. And of course, while I am worried about Zascosium here, as soon as I have a landing place, I actually do have it ready to go, a portopod ready, because I've got 3 cargo boxes full of stuff and a 4th one almost full of things that need to be deconstructed. So it will be sitting there deconstructing a lot of stuff. That means I hopefully will get a good bit of Restroom and Zascosium from the big thrusters I've taken on the last planet, things like that. And of course, we've already seen some, you know, ship pieces here, so I should be able to get some Restroom and Zascosium from the big thrusters there if I can break them down. See something south and east. So I just skirted around something. Oh, that was like a visual glitch there. It looked like a drone flying around, and it wasn't. Medium Promethium. I'm gonna skip the medium ones for now until because we got 18. That's 30 deposits just between those two. Thanks for that. Thanks for following. I'm assuming this is what it's. Oh. Ooh. Drone base. Stealth outpost. Okay. Dealt with your kind before. Quit firing your weak little turret things and let me just blow you up. And of course, they've got to have a ton of Zerats all around. Alright, now, taking you out. Hoping I don't, like, get breached from underneath by all the Zerats around me. And yes, I could probably leave this one for now, but I'm not going to worry about it because they really don't give that much in the way of resources. And I don't want him shooting at me while I'm trying to harvest some stuff here. Okay, get. I'm close enough. Really? I don't even know if they actually collected anything. I didn't hear. There we go. Now it's collected. How's my health? 98%, I'm good. Come on. Bypass. Drone base, yes, okay. Outpost, tons of stuff. Okay, we'll come back. I know where it is. I can make that a separate run one live stream and take out the rest of their defense turrets. I don't want to take too much damage this early in the stream and have to go back to get repairs. We're already going to be pushing it to actually get a lot of this mapped out during the stream because we're already 40 minutes in and I have managed to map that. I'm almost circled around the northern equator area. Where is it? Where's that? There we go. Okay, so that one's not going to show me the blobs. There we go. Go ahead and grab me some more. These while I have the opportunity. Go ahead, toss food in. Food. Some medical stuff I saw. Yeah, there it is. And we'll put the beverage. Beverage doesn't have to be kept cold, but whatever. It's easier just dump it in there like that. Oh, there's medical. All right. Oh, and ammo. I need ammo. Oh, Gatling gun. Okay. Oh, PL charge SV. Perfect. Yeah. There we go. Don't I use PL charges? Yes, I do. Hey, wait. There we go. Yep, that. And dump that in. Alright. Yes, back up north a little bit. Continue on. I think we might make it to the top third of the planet, maybe almost halfway. on this stream, trying to get everything mapped out. I just want to know where everything is. If I know that, I can figure out what's the best place for me to land. I'll be doing a lot of staying inside vehicles in this. Yeah, it's hot, it's radiated. I think when I actually start doing my excursions to raid the points of interest, I'm going to be having to do more in terms of probably heavy armor to get enough boost on there to cover me. And using the drone a lot. Oh, see a spider. Also kind of looks like wreckage over there. Alright. I think I got it just in time. It looks like wreckage, but I think it's just the way the rocks are rendering. Or something with the smoke column. Oh, we have a core here. And I can retrieve it. Oh, great. Oh, good. It still lets me use it. I got the full thing. It just changed color. That's all it did. Alright, cool. So, yeah, we'll come back there. That'll be like just a quick swing through, grab some stuff as I'm in the area. Let's see, we got south. Yeah, that was something was mentioned earlier, Unstoppable. Because, yeah, there's no trees here, obviously. So somebody brought wood with them to build, like, wood paneling on bases. Because there's a couple other spots that have wood paneling. And it's like, why? It's not like that's going to help with protection. Old farm. Oh, yay. Grow plots. See if there's any major, well, they're, you know, overseer. I'm not getting shot at by Zerats at the moment. Old farm, yeah, there is growing plot steel. That's going to be useful for building the new Nemesis. There grow plots in there? No, but there's a core. Yeah, we'll get stuff. Might as well go ahead and start ripping some stuff out from here. There's not much. Oh yeah, solar panels. That can be useful. And solar capacitor, of course, that goes hand in hand with that. Oh, I took out a little control console and it broke the whole thing. Of course it did. That's supporting everything. You know, always. Yes, Sid Pick, you need to post it, as others said in there, you need to post it in the Discord channel. We do have a channel just for the Creator Challenge, so you can post it there, and then it's the last Saturday, whatever date that is. I don't have my calendar in front of me where I can look at it just yet. The last Saturday, I believe, is what it is. The one after Christmas will be when we do the live stream for those. Oh, I see a structure. Something. And a drone out over the lava. Crashed cockpit. There we go. Well, I'm getting supplies from the drones, at least. That's helpful. You know, I can't leave them for later and come back. So I land in lava with the drone and it acts like I have water on my helmet. You know, even though I didn't jump in the water, it shows like there's water on my helmet, and it also was lava, not water. I was like, oh yeah, I'm just wiping this clear lava off of my helmet visor. That doesn't look like a crashed cockpit so much, other than that part. Somebody refitted this. Somebody crashed and turned this into their little, you know, living area. And apparently did not do a very good job, because they're not here anymore. Could have been sweat. Still, even if it was sweat, I was not jumping in the lava. And if it's sweat, why am I not still sweating? Ooh, okay, yeah, I've still got a good bit of oxygen in my ship at the moment. I should have reserves as well. I'm actually, you know, using up oxygen finally. Last planet also had a breathable atmosphere, so it was not a problem. And we're almost back to where I came north. Ooh, little lava pool. It's too bad we don't have, like, geothermal power capabilities. Like, parking on top of, like, a little lava area. You could put, like, a transmitter. You know, here's a geothermal power thing, and you link it to your base, so it gives you power for your base that way, and reduces the amount of promethium, biofuel, whatever you're having to use. That would be useful here. You'd be like, oh, hey, here's a geothermal powered base. Completely powered by geothermal. And because it's on a very hot lava planet, you'd have, like, as long as you have enough connections and they don't limit it like they did with solar panels, it'd be, you have unlimited power. You can pretty much just add everything you need and be powering your base entirely through the heat of lava pools or whatever, you know, the geysers. I think now we're actually going to do a little bit of just wandering more, looking for these markings I get in my little radar. Alright, you are going here, because that looks like it's probably a little hot to walk on, like hot coals there. Alright, and we're gonna go close if I can get to it. There we go. Look, see, like ash and cinders just floating around in the air. Alright, we're gonna go. First thing, I got something west, like right there, probably. Let's go that way. Let's go look. Probably like right there. And a mountain range. Maybe that's what I should do. I should set my initial landing point way up in the mountains. And then just fly around taking out stuff with the small vessel. It's easier to get around with the small vessel. And then come back to all the points of interest that I need to use some sort of defense against Zerats and Overlords. You know, come back with my tank at that point. On, where's this thing? Said it was west, now it's south. Make up your mind. What's that? Rock formation? Yep, the little geyser thing. Thanks for joining, Eric. No worries about being late. As long as you were in the stream before it actually ends, it counts. Oh, nice little sunrise, you know, view there. Okay, I'm not gonna go, you know, down the rabbit hole type thing, not just wandering around. We're gonna actually go in a line, trying to clear this out a bit more, getting this coverage. We'll do a north and south type thing through this little range. Wish there was a way to show, like, on the map, like it would show the actual, like when you hit M, that kind of map, it would show there and you can see the blocks as they're being, you know, cleared on the map. Like that part should show, oh, there's a little block to the north, I need to go up here to get them to clear and show as being explored. Alright, let's try. I want to scoot sideways into it. There we go. And you know what? I need to throw some more power in here. There we go. Make use of all those large Promethean packs I'm getting for free. There's not very much variety to the planet. There is that. That's one thing. This, you know, barren lava planet, obviously, you know, not going to be variety like, oh, here's all these different biomes. But no reason not to settle on this planet. Just land my capital vessel, deploy a portopod for deconstruction, and then break it all down when I leave. Surprised we don't have another crashed ship right over there. Old farm, okay. Already been there. Yep, alright. We got something right up here. Yeah, getting glitchiness as it's loading everything in, moving along. Okay, I've still got this marker saying head east. I've gone a good distance east. Where is this thing that's supposed to be here? Yeah, Grandpa, or Unstoppable Gaming, I would, if they had a geothermal type thing in the game, I would probably want to have a base on a lava planet just to make use of that for, like, oh yeah, this is gonna be my deconstruction setup here. But beyond that, I would not worry about it, like you said, other than deconstructing or maybe using a furnace. And I mean, that's pretty much what I'm gonna be doing with the portopod, is setting it up to act as, well, it has a deconstructor, and if I remember right, it's been a 2 or 3 weeks since I did a video on it. It comes with an advanced constructor, or maybe a furnace. But that's why I'm going to use the portopod. I'm just going to load it up, let it use some solar power to minimize how much I'm actually using in my Promethium. And hey, stop that shooting. I'm just flying past you guys. Ignore me. But yeah, I've got a lot of stuff to deconstruct, so it's gonna be working heavily while I'm here, just on the stuff I've brought with me. And then I'm going to start tearing into all the points of interest and getting supplies from them. So it's going to be like non-stop. I'm hoping that I'll be able to just stay here pretty much until I'm ready to build the new capital vessel, and then start transporting all my goods to the capital vessel, getting it all set up, then take the time to break down the Nomad for supplies, and at that point move on to the next planet where I do the whole process over again with what's left from the Nomad. So often I'm getting that glitchiness where it stutters as I switch to, you know, camera control view, and Then it just stirs and flips me upside down. My last gig was good. Thanks for asking, Hemp. It was, you know, one advantage of it being earlier time frame is I don't get home super late. I'm not showing up in the middle of the night when it, you know, it would be almost morning time and sun's almost up. I get to come back at a decent time, get to bed at a decent time. Of course, it's also, it was like, you know, a short 3-hour performance window, but an hour 15 to drive there, hour 15 back, with about 20 minutes setup, 20 minutes breakdown. Then we had to wait almost 20 minutes just for them to pay us at the end, which was a bit annoying. Usually they're faster than that, but apparently the owner had to go and do something special to get the money out. And then, of course, when I get home, my dog Timmy, because he's still getting used to the house and, you know, controlling his evacuatory functions of his body, i.e. poop and pee, he was in his big crate for the night. So he had toys, he had a blanket draped over it to keep the heat in, he had a heater next to him to keep him warm, everything. I get home, he's pulled the blanket inside his crate, he's pooped in the crate, and used the blanket to cover the poop up, to proceed then to sit on the blanket and smash the poop all into the blanket. So after I got home, I spent a half hour, after I got everything inside, I had to spend a half hour cleaning his crate and his blanket. So actually, I'm now going to have to just let him go stay with like my parents when I'm doing gigs, because I don't want to come back to a big pile of poop smashed under a blanket. That was not an enjoyable return trip. Yes, he's done that before. He has puked in front of me, and before I could get there to clean it up, he took his parrot toy and covered it up with his parrot toy, so I had to go and clean the parrot. So he's done this a couple of times, but this was, you know, poop all over his blanket. I was like, it'd been better if you just left it and not even tried to clean it, cover it up. So yeah, he's gonna have to just stay with family when I have to go out of town for something like that, because I don't want to come home to that again. That was not an enjoyable return. Oh, don't you fly up like that on me. Wow, you got 4 hits, and they're like, oh yeah, shrug it off. But the minigun just sits there and shreds them. Oh, yeah, shoot your own base. How about that? Alright, where are you guys? Why do you have to, like, make this so difficult? I just want to steal things. I mean, I'm owed those supplies. I destroyed the drone rightfully, you know. I deserve to get the supplies from it. Taking you out too. Yep, there you go. Alright, we're gonna try this. Or hopefully I'm not just gonna get sniped. Now, Timmy is doing well with most stuff. He will come up, he'll pat his paws on me or something like that when he wants to go out, gets all super excited. You know, like, hey, not playtime, but I'm excited, let's go. I need to get outside, and we'll go outside, and he's fine. But then he'll also do it where he's like, I want to go outside, and I take him outside, and then he's just like, I'm going to sniff around for a minute, and okay, never mind. I don't think I need to go after all. And we'll come back in, and then 10 minutes later, he poops in the house. He's not peeing in the house anymore. That's a good thing. He's just pooping, which is, you know, just as smelly, but it's a lot easier to clean up. Oh, we're gonna skip going that way. We're gonna head back east, keep going like this. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely need to use the hover tank a bit on this one, because so many places again with Zerats and Overseers. Overseers not so bad when I'm in the SV, but Zerats are a pain. Yeah, Timmy, in terms of the potty training, he did pretty well quick, you know, getting used to things quickly for the most part. But what's bad is I got the little potty training pads, got the spray that says, hey, this is where you go, and got a spray that's supposed to get rid of the smell and kind of leave a little hint of something that says, don't go here. That didn't work. He has never used one of his potty pads. He actually chewed one up and just shredded it everywhere. The sprays, all they've done is one has helped to get rid of the smell, but the other one has never pointed him in the right direction. He has never said, oh, I want to pee here. So it's just been a lot of like, okay, yeah, you made a mistake. I'm going to put your nose in it, and then I'm going to clean it up, and you get timeout. You know, put him in the other room with no toys for a few minutes and give him that stern look. He'll do that where he, if he's messed up, he knows he'll tuck his tail back between his legs, and he'll kind of give you that I'm sorry, you know, look, but I'm cute, so love me anyway. And that's what he does. Okay, this is going a little faster. I think because I'm just actually flying more instead of having to stop, and I'm also not I'm going through areas I've already kind of detoured through, so we'll just keep going this way, maybe get back to a nice sunny point. You taught yours to ring bells. I'm trying to get him to where he goes and grabs his leash. So he'll just, I'll say, you want to go outside? Well, get your leash. And, you know, he'll go get his leash kind of thing. And he actually did that with me and one of the other guys I work with when he was at work with me. He went and grabbed the leash in his mouth and yanked it out of the bag. And it's like, I need to go out. And so we took him out, and he used the bathroom. So I'm hoping he'll start doing stuff like that where he'll just kind of get used to, like, okay, if I want to go out, go grab a leash and be like, yeah, I want to go. And show it to one of, you know, somebody, be like, yep, take me out. There's something close. Well, there was something close by, I thought. You just rotate foster puppies over and over. I don't see how you could just keep going. It seems you'd be too ready to get attached to one of them and be like, okay, we want to keep this one. Alright, well now we fostered another one. Oh, we like this one, we'll keep this one. You get used to them and then you have to give them up, you know? Seems like that would not be so easy to do. I've got something north that I missed. Really? How did I miss something all the way to the north here? Oh, east. North. East. North. East. Just gonna flip-flop back and forth. And still, oh. Magnesium deposit. What's it? How many? I've only found the one Zascosium and no Erestrum. I'm definitely gonna do the very large deposits because I do want to make sure they're getting siphoned off so I don't have to deal with them later. That would, you know, preferable just be like, yeah, take care of this while I'm working on everything else with the planet. And I just come back later, grab all the goodies. Alright, Matt, thanks for hanging out for a bit. Dexter, I'm assuming you don't mean like Showtime serial killer Dexter, but Dexter's Laboratory, right? Oh, 16, so you're doing the serial killer Dexter. Okay. That works too. South. What's south of me here? Size mountain range. How's my oxygen levels? Oh, oxygen doing fine. Power. I'm hoping I did bring enough, you know, fusion cells for all the monitors I'm deploying. Ooh, you know what? I wonder. Alright, we're gonna do this. We're gonna try this. So I'm way up. Okay, I think that temperature jump was me standing like by the engine thing. So up here, temperature is fine. Even outside, it's just massive radiation. Yeah, this is going to be a heavy armor type planet with very low jumping capabilities on my jetpack. Ooh. Yep, that's drones. That's not like a visual bug. Oh, hey, look, there's another drone. Large restroom deposit. Well, at least there's that. Alright. It seems, I mean, just from the visual, it seems like this would be probably a very hot place to stand. I'll be worried about actually standing, you know, here. We'll try it. Well, I'm not going to get a hot foot. Okay. Oh, go, keep going. There we go. And we're gonna dump that in, and might as well do that, yeah, too. Let's see, we had, was it back west? Somewhere over here, there was more, there's go, drones! Like, 3 drones. Why is the medium deposit more valuable? That seems backwards, like, hey, the big deposit gets 1 drone, the medium deposit gets 3. It's also way down there, it looks like. Alright. You know, of course, just a alien scorpion wandering around like it's nothing. Since I know I can walk on the ground here with no ill effect, then we're going to do some on-foot exploratory work. Plasma cannon! Alright, oh, yeah, laser rifle that. Yeah, okay. Gatling gun, alright. That. Put some food in real quick. Actually, I need to eat some food. My ointments. you know, it'll take care of that rash, you know, I got from that scorpion that was very affectionate with me. Alright, we're gonna dump that there. More of that. More of that. And more of that. So I actually have railgun bullets finally. We'll put that there. Oxygen. Let me go ahead, you know, fill up. Pentacid. Wow, it's like just, you know, that tiny twitch and he avoids some of my bullets. Like, I'm sitting there hitting him and he twitches a little bit and it's just like that tiny little sliver of him that manages to dodge another bullet strike. Alright, here we go. It's kind of a spread out one too. And get some more restroom going. Even though I've got plenty right now, I think plenty. We're gonna go ahead and get some more going with this location, and time to drop some more stuff in. Alright, back to the top and flying along. Oh, the red. I was like, is that Zascosium somewhere I'm not seeing? But it's just the little drones. Alright. We have... Yeah, I'm getting detoured again from my pattern of going all around the planet in rings, but you know what? There's something here. Let's see what it is. Stealth outpost, okay. Yes, I know I'm going to get shot at. I can come back to it later, take out the guns. May actually be able to get a half, maybe a little more than half done today on the planet. We're doing pretty good. I mean, oh. Maybe not. I do have all that still. Oh, I did come down there too. So yeah, that detour is throwing me off. Restroom deposit again. Hi, Mr. Drone. Thank you for your components. You know, you are going to a very worthy cause. My stuff. Yeah, I'll have to do the radiation boost or EVA boost once I'm actually going to be outside a lot by staying in the cockpit. Of course, right now I'm not having to deal with that. It's only when I'm doing my actual outside vehicle work. And right now that main focus is to pop the top on some of these deposits. I was about to jump down there. I was about to go and actually, like, yeah, let me just drop here and place this down, and no worries. Then suddenly, scorpion. Okay, that can work. We're like, I want to get you. I'm gonna get you, and then can't do anything. I'm gonna have a lot of stuff harvesting, you know, already, you know, automatically. Alright, back on somewhat of the original track. Go back up this way. I do like the very sharp mountain ranges. That's kind of nice. You know, if you had a nice little flat place on one of these, great place to put in a, like, you you know, leave it type defensive tower. Or a base that's, you know, used for, like, you're gonna just fly in with your small vessel, land, and use it for bringing some supplies down from orbit to harvest. And, you know, or produce. You know, you're saying, that, oh yeah, here's a bunch of stuff I need you to turn into usable components. Here's stuff I need to deconstruct. Things like that. And Poland man, hello there, sir. I'm assuming from Poland, considering your name. Lava folds, lava edge. That jumping again. I guess that's the folds. Maybe not. Maybe that's the folds. It's like, oh yeah, it's just a... you know, we're folding our lava over just to clean it up a bit. Make it a little bit more compact and neat. And crashed DSE back. Let's see. Just gonna quit flyby on it. Oh yeah, look at that. Thrusters. Lots of thrusters and... Ooh! What is this creature? We've got a new creature here. I've not seen this one before. Oh, it's, well, I've seen this one, but not this, skin version of it. This is way better than the old one. Oh, that is so much better than the old one. The old one is just like, look, just horrible. And not like horrible as in ugly, but just horrible as in not very attention grabbing. Where'd he go? Is he like sitting underneath me? Yeah, there he is. Let's snipe him. I want to see what he gives me. Atyug. Ooh. Oh, that headshot did it right there. That one little headshot was like, boom. Folded lava makes the best swords. I did not know that. And I unfortunately do not get the option of a sword in this right now. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a good one right there. That's a lot of thrusters, assuming nothing breaks when I take one out and it decides to destroy the whole back end. That will be a good one to come back to. How am I doing? 96% damage. I'm still doing alright. You know, once everything is mapped, I know where everything is, I can sit there and be like, alright, game plan. Here. And I'll just jump through and get a ton of stuff. It's like a Deathclaw, kind of, yeah. Except it doesn't walk upright. South of me here. Over big lava lake. A lava ocean. Ooh, that'd be kind of like a nice little scenic spot right there. Break those boulders and land my ship there, because I'll be like in a little, you know, end between two different, you know, kind of surrounded by lava, but not like problematically. Okay, what I thought would be like super close nearby is apparently not. Ooh, a restroom deposit. Come on, man, give me some Zascosium. That's what I'm here for. I mean, I like this. You know, that's helpful. Boom! Alright, we're gonna go park next to this. I think that should be in the good range where I can get to those. Drones are so nice, you know, just easy to get supplies from when you're, you know, in range. We need an upgrade for the drone. Like, give us an option, like, if you have this in your inventory, it upgrades your reception range. That'd be neat. Like, oh yeah, here, I'm, you know, it's the same drone, but you have this antenna controller upgrade that if you have it in your inventory, kind of like the scanner tool, it increases the range at which you can communicate with your drone. That'd be a nice upgrade. Devs, let's get that. Come on, simple thing. Just duplicate the scanner tool and say if this in inventory drone range double. That would be an easy thing. You just have to come up with some kind of icon for it and done. Build your own drones? Yeah, we could do that kind of thing too. I think if they ever got to doing that, you'd have to have some kind of drone factory or something like that. Not just like the factory we have now. You'd have to have some component in your base or capital vessel that you're like, okay, here's this. And because I have this, right here, I can go, like a repair station. You go to it, and that's where you say, I want to build a drone. I want to build me a nice little drone to take out stuff and do things. And you, of course, had to be there waiting for me, didn't you? Well, at least I didn't get, like, poisoned or parasite or anything. Alright, let's go. And the question there is, if they let us build our own drones, if they ever do that, how involved will they let us be with that? Or, like, we're gonna have different components you can put in, like, oh, hey, here's a plasma cannon, or here's a, like, you have to build a drone so you can even use multi-tool. It has to have a multi-tool in it. Another engine compartment with no engines. I think if they do make it where you can build your own drone, we're going to end up seeing stuff changed where you do have to add, like, stuff to the drone to make it work by the way we currently have it working. Like, you won't be able to just go in and be like, oh yeah, here's the drill and multi-tool. You have to put the drill and multi-tool on it. Actually, like, augment the drone with it. That's what would end up probably happening if we do have a way to build our own drones, because then you're going to have that customization element and that forethought you have to put in on, like, do I need this? Do I not need this? And is that a base, or is that the patrol vessel in the distance there? Yep. All right, I'm getting ready. It's not moving. Hey, that might just be lava. I think it is just lava. It's shiny in the, night vision thing. I was like, oh, hey, shiny thing, maybe the patrol vessel. Oh, did I not? Oh, I didn't put anything on the gold deposit. I missed it. I really don't need a lot of gold, but might as well get it. At some point, I can go make a lot of NPCs. Maybe outfit my Nemesis battle cruiser with some NPCs so it feels like I've got a crew with me. Manned turret for 2-player small vessels. I'm sure, there's a lot of stuff they could really do with the game, especially in multiplayer aspect. But at the same time, I think, somebody mentioned they did a poll. The developers ran a poll to see how many people play it in single player versus, server, multiplayer. And they found that big majority play single player on the game. So they're probably going to be, yes, later on, if the game takes off more, or they just get to a good point where they're like, hey, we've got some extra stuff. We can do something with multiplayer like that. Then you'll see that happen, but for the most part, they're probably going to stick with working on stuff for single player. I like the idea of having where you can have just regular turrets. Doesn't even have to be a manned turret for 2-player. Just give us regular turrets for small vessels, but limit them. Instead of it being like, here's plasma turrets and all this, only like minigun turrets. And a limit of like 2 per each, so you can only place it down and use it for protecting yourself when you're like out doing some kind of work or something. Like here, I would sit here and it would be, you know, the turrets would be running to protect me where I'm not getting attacked by the overseers right here without them being shot at least. Okay. Oh, no auto miner on the gold deposits. Well, never mind then. Dante, you mean turrets for SVs? Well, how are you mean turrets for SVs? Like, you can't really place turrets on there unless they changed something recently. Ooh, large destroyed farm. I need grow plots, you know, for my new vessel, my new capital vessel I'm going to build. Obviously, there's, you know, nobody here that's going to be mad if I take something. We can land here for a moment. And I can dock, which is a good sign. We'll turn this off so I can, we'll do some work here for a moment. Not just driving around the whole time. Ooh, yeah, we'll take some Promethean packs. Throw that in for fuel. Uh-huh. Ooh. Alright, so I am good on fuel once again. Getting ammo from all these drones I'm, you know, shooting down, which is super helpful. Especially the ammo I'm using to shoot them down. Let's see. Adding drills to SV? Oh, you can change your game comp. Okay. Well, that works fine if you're playing, like, single player, which, of course, again, most people seem to do. But if you're playing on a server, you're not going to be able to do that. Oh, and apparently I either need to core it, or there is a core somewhere here. I'm assuming at this size there might be a core. I don't have one with me in my inventory. Let's jump over here and get a core. Because then I could go ahead and core it and be like, oh, hey, I got it. It's mine. And we'll do this. Okay, cannot core it. So there is a core somewhere. It's gotta be someplace like... Gotta be underneath one of these little areas, I bet. Underneath some of the piping or something like that. If I got a suggestion for where the core would be, like immediately right off the bat, I'm familiar with the design, like the normal, functional, not destroyed design of this place. I don't want to spend too much time wandering around because of radiation. This will be something I'll come back to, unless somebody can say, oh wait, it's over here. We know where it is. Let's go ahead and get some oxygen loaded in too. Oh yeah, plenty of oxygen. Do not have to worry about the O2 for this thing. And my food is a little lower. Eat the sandwich. And an energy bar, because I've got too many of those already. Great. It's gotta be hidden behind some block somewhere. That's the ventilator. Oh, I remember. I think it's buried under that. I think that's what it is. It's like buried underneath the little power station control area thing. Like embedded in the ground below one of the floor blocks. So we'll come back. I'll get it later. It's not gonna give me that much here anyway at the moment. So back. Whoa, whoa, west. Saying there's some, it's gotta be something south of here. It's just saying it's more west than south at the moment. Oh, and I see something else. Again, that stutter. Ah, crashed DSE front. You know what, we're gonna have some fun. Ah ha ha ha! Let's hop around for a minute, get some drone parts. This looks familiar. I recognize this style look from the last planet. Where's that drone? Oh, there he is. Hiding on the back. Ooh, yeah, I recognize this. I think I dug all around here and it was right down in here. I think that's where the drone or the core was. So, another good one. I think there's some decent stuff in there if I remember right. I'll be able to get later. And I need to go back north a bit. Nothing on this scanner, but I want to get all the blocks cleared if I can. Ooh, I just noticed all the little red patches with the crystallized rocks for Pentaxid show up red on the map. That's good. It's easy to say like, oh hey, I can go there and get Pentaxid without having to go swimming through water for a while. I might actually be able to start making some decent ammo off of this planet too. It changed of something south. And now back east. Oh, there we go. I think it's crashed piece. You know, engine compartment, something like that again. Engine compartment, yay! Oh wow, look at that! The drone shot at the engine compartment. Like, hey, there's a player or neutral core in it, so the drones, instead of guarding it this time, they actually were trying to shoot at it. That's interesting. I do not think I've ever actually come across like a point of interest like this. Oh yeah, I see. This is probably, it is a player core in it. So I think the other one I looked at had a player core marked. And I picked it up and then was able to put it back. Of course, then it's got that, or maybe I haven't even been in this. That's weird though. Usually I have not seen the drones attacking places like this. And it's obviously an engine compartment that was converted into some kind of living location, because why would you have solar panels on an engine compartment? And there's no reason to do that in a ship. Like, oh hey, yo, you know what? The engines, they're solar powered. Just throw a solar panel on them. They'll be fine. Trust me, I'm an engineer. Oh, and there's the drone smoke popping up. That's been a bug for a while in this game, where the drones will suddenly like, oh yeah, you shot them way back here, and suddenly their smoke just appears right in front of you or right across from you. Like, you know, they're over there, and yet the smoke just appeared over here. Oh, drones, yeah. Another Zascosium deposit. My second deposit on the entire planet that I've come across. Alright, you. Come here. Now, that large cannon drone doesn't take very much damage to get rid of. Oh, wow. Kind of freaked out on me there. Alright, tell me I am in perfect spot to get all of this. Probably not. I'll probably lose contact again. There we go. Come on, give me. Alright, I heard it. And we are definitely coring this because I'm hoping these will, like I said, get that little glitch so I can just get an ever-lasting supply of Zascosium from these. Just let go forever. Be like, oh look, I got a small deposit turned into 3,000 Zascosium. Yes! Maybe this south trigger little marking might be another Zascosium deposit. Yeah, let's see. I have found 5 restroom deposits and only 2 Zascosium deposits. Ooh, and I see a drone. I already see him. Ooh, big red field area too. That's gotta be a deposit. 1 drone, nothing showing up map-wise. 2 drones, never mind. Nope, I see another drone in the distance too. Alright. I didn't see anything like scorpions here, so there it is, okay. There we go. Gold all over the place. I've only seen like 4. There's only 4 on there, and I've got 1 already found. Yeah, there's a drone over there. That or a visual glitch with the rocks. Another large Arrestrum deposit. I don't have too much Arrestrum. And not enough Zascosium. Again, they're like, oh yeah, that large Arrestrum deposit does not need to be protected, but the medium one? Oh, absolutely. Medium should be protected over the large deposit. I'm just going to go ahead, because it's Arrestrum, tap the deposit. And I'm down to that last single last set of auto miners. I'm definitely going to go for only Zascosium if I find it. And I've got 6 more after this. The auto miner flipped me upside down. It's that sturdy. It flipped me upside down because I apparently nudged it. Plenty of pentacid, you know, deposit things around. Well, not deposits, but you know, the crystals. That counts well enough. I heard scorpion over there. We're gonna go back north. Seeing another. What looks like maybe it looks like smoke from those other. Like you can see over there, like right there in that corner, it shows like smoke from the other ones, like all the way over here. I can see it from this distance. Another engine compartment. Somebody just lucked out with some really nice engine compartments to turn into little habitats over here. And they're all conveniently the same. The same solar panel setup, all that. Like, hey. It's like what they do, send a broadcast out saying, guess what, guys? If you've got an engine compartment near you, just do this, and you will have a perfect habitat. Oh, there's the smoke just appearing out of nowhere again. Okay, I'm back. And evened out. Let's go. Continue on. Plenty of ammo, plenty of the gun ammo. I'm actually getting more of the plasma ammo too. Let's see, I've got railgun ammo. No rocket launcher ammo, no pulse laser ammo from these drones. They're not very good in terms of that type of supply. Let's see. We're gonna do... I think I'm almost... Yes, I'm almost back all the way around. I've already got those, so now we can go back. So we'll go back this way. We'll just rotate back. Go in the other direction. More crystallized pentaxid rocks. And just a nice mountain peak. Do I have a spot I can easily park on? Maybe, you know, be like, this one would put the portopod because it's up high and protected. I have not seen a patrol vessel yet. And now that I'm thinking about it, I never did finish off the patrol vessel on the last planet because when I took out all the, you know, turrets and everything that was shooting at me and tried to step onto it, dock with it kind of thing, I just went right through it. So it was one of those cases where even if I shot it down, I don't know if I'd actually be able to get anything from it. I might just be sitting there unable to interact with it because there is still that bug with these patrol vessels. Great supplies if you can actually interact with them. And we're going to head back towards the sun. We're going to chase the sun this time. I've noticed this happening a lot more recently than any time in the past. With one of these recent updates, it's like I can see the sun through the planet. Like there's the glow from it. They're going, you know, coming through the planet itself. And never had that kind of problem as often in previous versions. All right, let's see. Well, may just be exploring through this little stretch because it looks like, I mean, 3 restroom deposits. There gotta be something good through here. I've already found a drum base. Looking for... Heck, I mean, that could be a decent little landing area. It's flat. Or land over here along the sides. I want to make sure I'm not landing on top of a hot spot for overseers. Promethium. Oh. And drone. Hello, Mr. Drone. Large cannon drone, that's all. Large Promethium deposit, yeah, I'm gonna get that. We're gonna auto-miner it too, because, hey, you know, gives me power. And this side, yep. Ooh, let's see. That's good. That's 85% source quality. That's nice. That should give me a really good haul. Oh, we'll go this way. There's something south of me, but we'll head west, start clearing this little gray block area. Again. It looks like the regions like this, the red rock, crystal rock regions. I like how it says this is the flats, and obviously it doesn't look like there's a lot of flat area right here. It's kind of more of, hey, there's a lot of rocky ridges here. Should be like the hills, the mountains, something like that, not the flats. But look at this. I mean, there doesn't seem to be areas here where I'm finding Xeraths as often. Like, this is the Scorpion domain, and then the flatter areas become like the Xeraths area, sections. And oh, more Restrum. Because, you know, I can't get enough of that. Really, I can't, but I need Zascosium right now. Like, severely. I better get enough Zascosium off of this. I better not get stuck here with, like, oh, I don't even have half enough Zascosium to build my new capital vessel. No, that better not happen. I better get plenty. Oh yeah, okay, alright, fine, I'll try that one in a second. We'll start with here. And plenty of Restrum deposits. Auto-minored. Auto-minored. That's going to be a verb now. It's a new verb. Auto-minored. Did you auto-miner it? Yes, it has been properly auto-minored. There we go. Yeah, well, while I'm here, while it's next to me, might as well. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Good resources. I like the drones that give me such good supplies. And we got more railgun bullets, more 15mm bullets, more PL charges, that. And I'll go ahead and put these here. Fantastic. And it says south of here. Well, let's go ahead. Let's do south. Let's find stuff. Yes, I want everything perfectly cleared and on the map, but I also want to find things. Finding stuff means I know where I could get supplies. Okay, Mr. Plasma Drone, you're just hanging out here by yourself? Were you coming to reinforce one of these spots I've already cleared the drone from? Is there some deposit or something I'm missing here? Oh, look, yeah, here comes a drone moving into this area. Dahaha! Alright, hey, quit bouncing around. I need you to stay still. Is that a drone too? Yep. Ooh, look at that. Like, alright, there's one right there showing red. There's one over there. I can see 1, 2 in the distance, it looks like. Nah. I'm outside your range. You can't get me. Yeah, there's a lot of drones here. There's something going on in this area. We've got something interesting here. And while it says 4 minutes, I do not trust that I'm going to get this done in time. I know what'll happen is I'll come back and it'll be, oh yeah, guess what? You can't get this now because it's already despawned. 4 minutes is up. There's another one there too. Is this the highway? The drone autobahn? Oh, I cannot even say that name. Cudgel, Joel Canopus, thank you for the sub. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Quick and easy. Except for that. Give me goodies. Alright, so seriously, what's in this area? That's 3 drones. Here's another one. There's another one in the distance I see. Just... Oh, there's another one over there, it looks like here. That or it's a rock. No, it's a drone, it's moving. So that's 6 drones in one short little region. And I'm not seeing anything pop up. I mean, there's nothing on the map. Are they... is this just the highway that they're taking to get here to reinforce some place where I destroyed everything? Is this a patrol group? We're just gonna patrol through this little area looking for invaders? Instead of a patrol vessel, this is the patrol drone squad? Oh, yeah, there's still one there. So that's 7 drones in this small region. Like, there should be something here. Maybe a glitch that, oh, hey, we're going to put all these drones here to protect something that ended up not spawning in correctly. So there's supposed to be some base or really, you know, useful wreck, something like that in this little area that just decided not to spawn in, or maybe it's right over here. I just haven't got quite close enough to it. Alright, there is something there. Doesn't explain all of the drones over that region. Crashed Sentinel rear. That should not require 8 drones now. Over there to the lower right. 8 drones. Oh, come on. Quit stuttering. If that's the rear, that should give me, like, thrusters. Okay. I'm starting to think maybe this is, like, the highway. They're just coming through on their way to replace drones I've already shot down. Let's see if that actually makes sense. What? The drone base is up here, and I haven't gone down this way. They're going the wrong direction. Guys, that was 8 drones in one small area, protecting nothing. I mean, they were south of the restroom deposit. Yeah, I'm heading back. Oh, I'm gonna have to, like, jump around. Like, I cut through here. Yeah. This is... Maybe they'll give us, like, scanner upgrades. Like, you build the detector and then you build an upgrade for it that also goes on and is like unlock level 25, and it goes from, was it 2.5 kilometers to double that, so you can actually scan stuff. Or instead of it being like a scan detection tool, you don't have to be as close for it to mark it on the map. Like, oh hey, there's something 2 kilometers from here, and you get within a kilometer and it suddenly is like, oh hey, that's this. You don't even see it yet, but we're detecting it from like a scan. That would be nice. Oh, the patrol vessel just teleported in. All right. Get close enough. I see. You know, if you stop moving, it'd be easier for me to shoot you down. And stop stuttering too, that would help. Okay, there's gonna be another one on this side, right? Yep. Okay. Oh, and an old farm. Huh. You're protecting the old farm. I commend you for that. You know where your valuable assets are. And a turret that wasn't shooting at me yet. Yeah, this is a more heavily defended one. And I wish this would stop stuttering. It's always inopportune moments like, here's a blast. Yeah, there. Like, almost hitting me with a blast because it stutters for that moment. It's stuttering again. Can I interact with this? Nope, I cannot. Ah, ghost mode. Or, you know, no clip mode, God mode, however you want to call it. It's just, I'm a ghost and I just possessed it while it went through me. Alright, so Epsilon patrol vessel. Can I mark it right now? Yeah, we'll mark that one there just to see how well it works. Old farm. Okay, I think it's like the other one I was at like an hour ago that I can collect like these without problem. I think it's got that core already. Yeah, it's already got a core, which doesn't count as like the normal. Well, no, it does count as a core. Yeah, though I get, well, some stuff is giving me like what I want, and some stuff isn't. All right, so that's not gonna be the exact patrol vessel location, but it's somewhere in the vicinity. I've got nothing showing on the radar right now, the detector. Something south. Let's get this last little section here. We'll turn. Oh, I think that's just like lava flats. It kind of looks almost like there's something there, but that's not it. Oh, and there's glow again. See over there, like the mountain as I turn is glowing. I think that's just like a little lava hot patch type thing. I think. I say that. Yeah, it's gotta be because I've already been through there. I guess it really doesn't matter. I don't know where the patrol vessel is. I can't really do much with it. I can't interact with it directly. On the challenge, Crazy Z, if you want to do stuff that's for Alpha 9, the problem there is when I put it in my game, it may not load correctly because I am not using experimental. So if Alpha 9 is not have issues with that being a case on the challenge, but if you want to do Alpha 9, just know you may have problems with it not working in certain things. The stream only dead for you, Dante? I don't know. I mean, chat did kind of get slow. Everybody stopped chatting. I'm sitting here talking my head off while I'm flying around looking for things. Ooh. You know, that was supposed to be on its way over an hour ago, almost 2 hours ago, whenever I got here. The troop transport is a bit problematic, and there's a new advanced reactor. Oh, something else over there. Or abandoned reactor survivors camp, troop transport. Hey, don't you leave me. You are my quarry. I'm taking you out. I want supplies. I wonder if it's just been, like, trying to track me down the whole time. Like, oh, man. He's not where they said he was. Let's go look for him. Stream. No, I don't. Did I cut off? Because, I mean, I've got it monitoring. It's not showing me cut off. And no, I didn't. It's just recently I said not using Alpha 9, so... I mean, if I went to Alpha 9, we'd have to start again, I think. And I haven't even got to build the vessels I really want to build in this. Alright, we got an unknown artifact. It looks pretty much similar to one of the ones I've already done. Let's go back this way. Now, I know Alpha 9 is going to come out. If it will let me keep going without having to start completely over, I'm going to do that. Just because I would like to be able to keep going and build a big capital vessel, do some in-game stuff rather than having to start completely over again. That's why I'm staying out of experimental right now, because last time I was still in experimental and just still getting started, and it was like, oh yeah, guess what? You gotta start over again. You gotta build a new base or build a whole new game because the terrain generation was changed yet again. So I'm waiting for Alpha 9 to be public release instead, so I don't have to worry about, oh, by the way, if you want to take advantage of all these changes, you gotta start over, or it's a case of you have to start over, the game won't be compatible anymore. Alright, something over here, and I've got a big section here that I skirted around earlier. I'm sure there's gonna be some stuff in this big area that I missed. Oh yeah, it's something north, so I did miss something up this way. Or at least northeast. Pele here, yes, I still play Subnautica. It comes out every week on Friday. I'm doing a modded series of Subnautica right now because I've already done enough vanilla Subnautica. It's like, oh, I need to do something different, so I'm doing modded right now, which is a lot of fun. Ooh, great, another abandoned factory, ancient shelter, ruins, bunch of drones, derelict base. That drone actually is doing really well at tracking me. Please stop stuttering, game. I'm getting tired of being shot or missing my shots because stuff is stuttering. Definitely need a lot of performance optimization still on this. I mean, look at that. Just because I fire, I haven't fired them recently enough. It's like it needs to load the visuals for that. Alright, going out. And something blew up on the front of the vessel. So my luck is going to be one of my weapons that was destroyed. No, what's... Oh, Gatling gun got destroyed. I'm down one Gatling gun. Oh, fortunately I hit that one. It looked like I was going to miss after, it stuttered again. Ancient shelter. Okay, ancient, as in, like, really old. If it's really old, it's still got technology. Like, very modern style technology. I guess not ancient as in thousands of years, but ancient is like 20 years. 30 years, 100 years. I mean, it has like a temple type look, but then you have modern glass. You have a solar panel on it. Maybe somebody came in and was like, oh, here's this really old structure. I'm going to refit it so I can live in it. But at the same time, they brought wood paneling. There's no trees on the planet. Why are you bringing wood here for building? Alright, let's see. We got some other stuff over here. Derelict base. Let's look. I've done a lot of flying. Let's pop in the base for a minute. Let's actually sit down. Take a little siesta. Go inside the base for a moment. Can't open the door. Really? I guess that. Ooh. Oh, interesting. Makes me have to, like, wander around. Like, open areas. That's interesting. I think because of how much area I've actually explored right now, it's stuttering more because of that. Yeah, it's like it's stuttering every few seconds now, like just a little stutter. Not a lot, but in some cases that can be, it's, you know, like if I'm moving forward towards the edge of a little walkway, that 1 second stutter could be enough for me to walk off the edge. Yeah, okay, I'm not going to rely on staying safe here with that, and with it not making me walk off the edge or bump something over. Because, look, just every few seconds, it's stuttering. Yeah, I got plenty of stuff to need. Drop in. Oh, that is getting very irritating. It's almost like I need to just save and reload the save briefly. More plasma cannons, that's nice. Ooh, I actually have a lot of bullets. I didn't even notice that other stack. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, that. We'll toss. Look at that, it's even slow opening the control panel. I heard a growl. Very guttural growl. Oh, an Otuga. An Otuga. Like a demon dog looking thing. Hey, buddy. What? Why are you walking that way? I wanna play with you. Fine, I'm shooting you in the butt. How about that? That's a decent, like, Godzilla-sounding death scream. Now all I get is why do I only get one meat? That's a big thing. That should be like 5 or 6 pieces of meat there. That's a big old beast. Oh, look, ruins. More weird ruins. You know, yes, this was a habitable place. Some non-spacefaring civilization was here. Seems like this is not exactly a planet that just changed into a big lava world because of global warming or something like that. Yeah, there's a spider there too. I'm not worried about the spiders. Look, it's still so stuttery. It's gotta be because of how much area I've covered flying around. I'm getting close to, like, yeah, just saying let's save, pause for a minute, and, you know, while I reload the save. Oh, this is getting a little bothersome. Oh yeah, look, another one of the bases, I'm gonna blow the, like, arms off. And as I do, oh wait, no, it's not actually breaking anything off. These are usually the ones that like to break stuff. You know, have like a piece fall off after I break it. Like, oh yeah, the whole arm breaks. And, hi buddies. Let's, we're gonna lower down. I'm gonna do this. Because you know what? I don't trust trying to shoot them with the small vessel guns. That's much easier. That is much easier to do like that. Oh hey, another one. Boom! There's a shotgun guy. He's not gonna shoot me with that shotgun. I'm sniping. We need like there needs to be like, seriously, you know, like from movies such as Predator, stuff like that. We need some kind of specialty, like the alien assassin. Why is it an assassin? It looks more like just an alien creature, non-intelligent, just a predator. We need like an actual alien assassin that uses like melee type attack, but does it with a cloaking device, like predator type cloaking device. Come in, you see that little distortion in your view, and you know, maybe highlighted better if you're using the night vision goggles at night. It might make it a little bit easier to see because of that distortion. But yeah, you need something like that where if you're not paying attention and you're on the ground at the right spot, they sneak in and hit you. It'd also be cool to have maybe, I know they're doing work with the factions in Alpha 9, but, you know, maybe adding in like a thing where if you make a faction mad enough, like not just they're angry at you, they hire a bounty hunter to come after you. So you might be sitting there on a planet working in a POI, you know, like, oh hey, I've taken this over, I'm looting it, and all of a sudden you're hearing blasts happen, and it's because you've got a bounty hunter ship outside trying to shoot you. Like they will they'll try to track you down. So it depends on like where you are. Like if you jump between 3 planets, it makes it harder for them to trace you. You're like, they're looking for you. It takes them longer to find you, but when they do finally find you, then they have like, or at least the planet, they know you're there, then they gotta search the whole planet looking for you. So it's just a whole randomized thing. Like, oh yeah, this time, you know, you're here, you stay on the planet, they're told, we're being attacked, come take this guy out. They show up in like 30 minutes of gameplay. But you leave the planet, go to another planet, and then another planet, they take 2 or 3 hours, or, you know, 10 hours to find you. Depends on how far away you go. That would be interesting. You know, new dynamic. You've made somebody so mad, some faction so angry that they're like, you know what? We're going to bring in a professional for this. Oh, even delaying the explosion on them right now. Yeah, this lag is getting to be really problematic. Let's see. Hoping I mean, there's like 3 abandoned reactors. I mean, they're nice, you know, good little places I could come and land and maybe fix up and work from one of them or 2 of them temporarily. You know, nice little spot. Has a big landing pad on top. But yeah, I think that'd be a cool idea, you know. The faction rework. We're supposed to have a new faction with Alpha 9. Why not add in the option they can hire a bounty hunter to come after you? That would add such a really cool new dynamic to it. That you're not just worried about that, you're worried about being stalked. Like, you could be at a point of interest, like, oh, I've secured this, ha ha ha, I'm good to go. I can spend whatever time I need to go through, loot it, and everything. And they come out after you. They come after you with a ship. Like, if you're in the ship, they come after you with their ship. If you're on foot, it detects that. They land their ship and come after you then on foot, trying to sneak in and get you inside the point of interest. Like, if they can, you know, they walk to a door and it'll open for them, kind of thing, or you've blown the doors out as you're making your way through the point of interest, trying to capture it. They come in and, like, just assassin you while wearing their, you know, Predator-style cloaking stuff. They come in and stab you in the back. You get that hit that suddenly your life is almost gone, and you just have to turn around and quickly try to recover from it, and see that little visual distortion to Kill them. Another abandoned factory. Great. 2 of them on this planet. That means I'm stuck with a lot of nightmares to deal with in the end. Oh, you stop shooting at me, please. I'm not in the mood for your little, you know, gun sentry things. Forget. Hello, Wizard Whitebeard. Any relation to Gandalf with the gray beard or white beard? You know, he did turn white later on. Let's see. We are... Yeah, I still need to go this way. There's stuff to the east. You're not related to Gandalf? Okay, you're a different Whitebeard wizard. Well, welcome to the stream. You're coming in a little bit later, but, you know, that's okay. We're exploring a new planet today, trying to map everything out. I've only managed to make this much of the planet since I started over 2 hours ago. This is not exactly the fastest thing. Another restroom deposit. Finally. There was a lull. I wasn't finding any deposits. Been finding a lot, and then suddenly there was like, oh yeah, no deposits for a little bit. I see you, sir, right there. I'm out. Okay, so last stack. I'm gonna use that one because I'm already settled down for it. Oh, wow, they are stuck underneath. Like they. Oh, and the alien assassin too. Right after I was talking about we need a better quality alien assassin, they send one after me. He didn't do a good job. He kind of got caught before he came up and hit me. You give up in 30 minutes? No, I'm pushing through. We're going to find everything. I mean, eventually I'm gonna have to go across the whole planet anyway. I'm only found 2 of 12 Zascosium deposits. Somewhere there's going to be a cluster of them, is what I expect. I want the whole place mapped out so I know where all the good stuff is. So Nautica on PS4, I knew they were working on adding it to PS4. I knew it was coming out soon for PS4. I don't have a PS4. I'm more of a PC gamer, not a console gamer now. But I knew they were working on expanding it out to adding with like, oh, they had it on Xbox at one point, working on adding it to PS4. I know there's a few other games I play that are getting slowly added out to console. I'm still waiting on some Nautica to come out with the new Arctic edition, not the you know, expansion, the, you know, downloadable content for the original one. It's going to be its own standalone, but I am waiting on that to come out. I'm eager to see what happens with that. You know, new vehicles, new plants, animals, fish creatures to deal with. Did I not get that last? Oh, it survived another attack. Oh, stuttering, please stop, please. So fed up with this stuttering now. Like, you cannot play the game for very long periods without having to save and reload. Oh, I took some damage. Alright. Please tell me I'm in range for all of these drones. Empyrion, I think they're gonna have to really get it just like completely tweaked for PC first. Like, I mean, it's gonna have to be, this is Empyrion, we're done, it's 1.0, no new additions, just bug fixes at this point type of full release, and then they'll be like, hey, yeah, now we're gonna try to do Empyrion for this. And it's gonna also be a case of, if they do Empyrion, a big part of Empyrion is the building, the workshop integration. Are they going to be able to make that work correctly for Xbox, PlayStation 4? Because if they do it, they're going to have it. Add that in. Otherwise, they're going to have a big gap in the way the PC version is working compared to a console version. If you cannot use the same workshop components for the Xbox PS4, they don't have that integration, they will suffer for it. Yeah, see, like Mario's saying, if they don't, well, as I'm saying, if they cannot do the workshop integration, it's not going to work for them. That will just fail right off the bat, because you're going to be missing a big component of the game that a lot of people play the game for, which is the building and sharing designs and trying out other people's designs. That's the huge component of the game for most people. If you can't add the workshop integration, it won't happen. And if, you know, any console fails to do that, that's where you're going to have the problem. So they probably won't do like PS4 or Xbox on this one, honestly, unless they really work out a good way to tie that all in. And it also, you know, just, I'm sure something to do with some of the coding, the changeover, it probably will make it a little bit more difficult. So yeah, it's one of those things, it may never come out to console, and if it does, it won't be till after they finish, I hope. They need to have this game 100% done, only fixing bugs, like Subnautica did. They did not come out to console until after PC was full release, and it's been a while. I was, January, February range, I think that it was, started going full release. That's when it went out. And they, you know, it took a while for them to get to the point of releasing for PlayStation 4. There's also no workshop integration in Subnautica. You just, you know, you have a limited amount of build components, so there's not a lot of variety to have to do workshop integration for. It's going to be a case of they need to finish the game first and then look at changing it over to be compatible with PlayStation. And in case of Subnautica, you're playing single player. That's another aspect that's different for Subnautica than Empyrion. Empyrion has multiplayer. Empyrion, you can host your own servers, you can join, you know, you can host a local server, you can host a server online, you can rent servers online for yourself and friends to play on. They would have to have some integration for that, and it's going to be a question of, if they do that, are they going to be able to make everything work together? Like, if you're playing PS4, Xbox version, play on the same servers as a PC, are you going to be able to share on servers? That's one thing Fortnite has done, which to me is one of the reasons why it's become so popular, is that everybody gets put in the same kind of player pool, whereas other games like Warframe, which I love and think is a much better game than Fortnite, does not do well because their player bases are separated. You know, I'm playing PC, I'm not going to be playing against somebody that's on PS4. Finally, a third deposit. Finally! Actually, I'm going to get some restaurant today. Or, you know, at least make sure I've got plenty of it set up to harvest. God, this... With 12 deposits, they are spread out. Somewhere there's going to be like a mega cluster of deposits, like 5 of them. I feared to have been by the drum base, but I've already been there. It doesn't have a massive cluster by it. It's not like it used to be. It used to be you just, oh yeah, here's the drum base and here's 6 deposits right around it. Big deposits of Zascosium. Yeah, this stuttering is getting very, very problematic. Where's my deposit? There. Let me make sure I'm on the best spot. That's really spread out. For a small deposit, it is very spread out. Where we're going? Not bad on quality level. And it can go for 28 hours. I will be on this planet for a while. Okay, let's see. Yep, still going east. I think I'm going to go ahead and give it about another 30 minutes on the stream. Put us right at about 3 hours, just over 3 hours before I call it quits for the day. I don't have the time to stay and just keep going until the planet's completely cleared. I'm gonna have to do some of this off screen and get stuff mapped out, figure out where I want to land my capital vessel. But we'll do at least another 30 minutes, see what else we can find today. We're getting some good stuff. There's a lot of restroom deposits that are of good size. That's surprising. Planet with Zascosium. It used to be that was like the main thing on the planet, the Zascosium. Now it's like there's a lot of deposits and a lot more restroom deposits on this planet. And the deposits for a restroom are, I mean, even large size. What's that? Is that Crash DSC front? Okay, so I did find that thing. I noticed a little blob over there, you know, I mean, amongst the pillars, and hey, you know, I've already been to it. It's saying west. It's got to be something like right through there. Alright, last little bit. I'm almost looping around. It looks like, yeah, because I already found that spot with the patrol vessel in that area. Come on, give me that last square. I want the squares cleared. I've already been through there. Crash Sentinel rear. I guess we're going to come back this way again. How am I doing power-wise? Yeah, I might need to land again soon. Welcome back, Wizard Whitebeard. And speaking of games, other than Empyrion, and also Empyrion in terms of development cycle, has anybody played that new X4 release? The Empyrion style game where you can, you know, pilot a whole fleet of vessels. You can have actually vessels that you are having some NPC pilot for you, I believe. I've seen some mixed reviews, but a lot of mixed reviews. I've been looking to get it. I think it's S4 Foundations is the actual name for it. I want to get it because of the idea that, like, Empyrion, what's missing for me is you can't hire in an NPC and say, hey, here's a small vessel. I want you to fly it as part of my fleet. You know, and say you just dock it. And so, of course, more focus on getting you to play multiplayer if you want that kind of function. I would love to have at least some kind of AI aspect to this, where you could have a crew that you hire in and tell them, hey, I want you to fly this for me and do, like, go do this. Go patrol this area around my capital vessel and keep me safe. But, I want to know how that X4 works, because that looks to be, I mean, that's basically my understanding. You can pilot any of your ships in the fleet that you want, and some NPC will pilot the ship in the fleet. And it's a lot like Empyrion. You get small ships, big ships. Stuttering, I am getting, well, as you can see, it's not so much the FPS. Like, I'm perfectly fine normally playing. It's like right there. There's little spots where it just stutters a bit in the game. Like there, it's just a tiny lag, and it gets worse the longer I play on this stream, it seems. And it's either because of the length of time I'm playing, which I don't think it is. It doesn't seem to do this normally when I'm actually playing off screen, off camera, but it seems to be doing it today. So it's probably something to do with the amount of ground that I'm covering this stream, but trying to map everything out. It's probably just how much is having to be rendered in and then unrendered as I get out of range. I'm sure if I was to save and then reload the save, it would probably fix all of this. Oh, two drones on top of each other. Alright. You see, most part, I'm getting no problems with stuttering or lag. I've got a beefy system, which is why I hate when I have things like this happening. I mean, I'm a decked out i7, 32 gigs of RAM, a 1080. You know, this should not be doing stuff like this, but it's all in the game. It's not my system because it's just certain things that still need to be optimized in the game. And it has to do with, I guess, the way they're, you know, the rendering. It's the same thing with Plant Nomads. There's certain things that still need to be tweaked in the game to make it where it doesn't stutter when you're loading into a new area. And certain biomes in Plant Nomads that stutter more than others, for at least on my game. Breath Edge, Dante, I finished it. It was my second stream of Breath Edge, which I did miss a stream the other night. I was sick. I'm still recovering from it. I just finished my last round of antibiotics, and it was all throat. I was, you know, coughing up nasty stuff and just getting choked really easily. And I was like, if I start streaming, I'm gonna have some point, I'm gonna have a big coughing fit, and by the time I'm done with it, I'll have tears going down my face from coughing so bad. So I ditched the other night. I was gonna try to find something new, but the game Breath Edge is a lot of fun. It's early access. I mean, very early access, despite what it's already got available in it. It looks really good. It's got that humor to it. So if you like funny games, especially games that can have a bit of dark humor, like you watched my stream that I did that, or play it yourself, there's a couple of guys that you'll find killed while they were playing Mortal Wombat. And it's got fatality on the TV screen, which is upside down, and it happens to have decapitated them. So it's a little humor like that, like Mortal Wombat fatality screen, and they're dead by the TV killing them. So I like it because of that. I like the kind of humor in games where they do that. But I finished Breath Edge already. I've already, you know, second stream, I was like, all right, here, I'm gonna go this point. I think I was almost an hour into the stream, had not saved, which I should have done. And I finally made the last jump to, like, oh, here's the commander's cockpit area with the rest of the ship. I had it all rigged up as like, okay, you take the steering wheel, you hit the button, and the ship takes off. The problem is, another part of the humor for the game is you're holding on to the steering wheel, which it's an actual steering wheel like you'd have in a car or a boat, and the ship takes off, leaving you sitting there holding the steering wheel. It comes out, and you just watch the ship go off in the distance and then blow up when it hits something. And you're like, great! That's a great start to the day. And so it was like, done. Okay, yeah, so I finished it. And I mean, I went ahead and redid part of that whole sequence where I've got everything set back up. So if they do an update, and the last I looked the other day, they had not updated yet. So I'm going to give them time for a few updates. Obviously, we've got vehicles going to be added because there is a vehicles tab with no vehicles in it yet for me to use. So I'm just like, all right, you know what? We'll give it time. It's like Green Hell. I was playing Green Hell, did a lot of stuff with it, and just got to the point where I had nothing else to do except start over on a new save. And unfortunately, the new save was going to be like, I get, you know, one new spot to check out, one, you know, tribal camp, a couple of new blueprints, I think, were added that you had to get that location. And I was like, it's just not worth starting over and going through all this to do that one little thing. So I'm holding out for updates on those. I do have another game I wanted to do. I think I'm gonna do Raft next for Twitch. I was thinking about trying to add in another stream here on YouTube, but I just simply do not have the time to do that at this point. If I add another stream, it's gonna have to be on like another streaming time frame. I'm gonna have to do it on Twitch anyway. YouTube, I can produce videos when I have the time for it. Twitch, it's all streaming. If you're not streaming, you lose your content in the end. Give me stuff. And Zascosium. Get over the top. Alright, yes. Zascosium deposit. Another one. I'm unfortunately not going to have all of them tapped like I wanted. I'm hoping at least maybe I'm going to save the very last auto miner for hopefully finding a massive, super mega Zascosium deposit somewhere. But that's a medium deposit at least. Yeah, I got that larger restroom. I've already got several restroom deposits tapped. We'll ignore that one for now. About what, Raft? I played it when it was still on Itch.io. And I loved the game at that time. I mean, yeah, it was repetitive because it was still very early development. And it was like, once you had enough nets set in place, it was almost too easy because you just had too many supplies coming in. And now my understanding is that's different. You cannot make the catching nets right away. You have to work up to it. And the nets will only, like, you can move them around. They can be destroyed easily, stuff like that. Of course, they only collect so many materials in each net. You can't just keep collecting as many as you want. You also have islands and stuff like that added. So there's going to be a certain repetitiveness to it just because it is a survival game. But I had a lot of people vote for that one too when I asked what new game to add from my new purchases for the channel. And the big vote was for Fallout 4, which is what I was hoping for anyway. So I love the Fallout 3. That was such a good game. And there was just certain things in the game I wanted that were not there. It surprised me they weren't there, you know, like, I mean, yeah, you get a home in Fallout 3 that you can use, but looking back to, like, I mean, Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, you had a spot where if you did this certain thing for a faction, and then you did the next thing, once you ranked up, you got a bigger and bigger, you know, settlement of your own little place to call home and have some people there. It's like, why not have that option also in Fallout? And now we've got that in Fallout 4. You can create your own settlement. So that's what I'm looking forward to in the game, is building a settlement, making like some automated stuff. Because I've watched tip videos from people who like showing how they make their own little automated production area with their settlement. I'm like, alright, you know, that's cool. I can sit here and be like, hey, I want to have this. Oh yeah, I can't harvest gold. You know, I'm gonna have this automatic, like, ammo factory and just have it producing tons of supplies for me. You know, that's part of the fun for me, is finding ways to enhance your survival in the game by, you know, oh yeah, you know, if I do this, it will give me this, which I can then use for this. And, you know, it's all about tweaking within the game mechanics as they stand. I like, you know, some people like tweaking around the game mechanics and like, oh hey, if I do this, it exploits this mechanic of the game. I'm much more of I like to work within the intended mechanics and find ways to just super simplify things. Alright, thanks for hanging out, Whitebeard. Every week on this, you know, same day, I do a stream, either gameplay of Empyrion or the Creator Challenge, which Creator Challenge should be in 2 weeks, I believe. So yeah, hey, come back, check it out. You know, be sure to join in, watch my videos. Blog Eater. I don't know Blog Eater, no. I've had a few people say that there's other YouTubers that they're like, you look very similar to this person. Have you heard of them? And like, no, unfortunately I haven't. There was only a few gamer YouTubers I watched because of the games they played, and now I just don't have time, honestly, to sit around and watch other YouTubers anymore. I'm always working on something myself, either for YouTube, for Twitch, or actual work. I still have to work a regular job until this becomes big enough I can make a living off this. I'm stuck working a regular job, unfortunately. Blog named Eater. Alright, so again, vlog. Every time you're like, it replaces V with a B, and then it just kept doing it. So yeah, I have not looked at that vlog. No, I will see if I'll try to remember to look at that in a few minutes when I get done with this stream, because we are closing in on time for me to call it for today. But at least I've gotten a lot of exploration done. I think that's a boulder in the distance. That little visual thing floating there is not moving. It's either a boulder and the ridge is not fully rendered, or it's the troop transport sitting over there for some reason. Yeah, there's a boulder right there doing the same thing. It looks like it's floating, and once I get in range, it'll suddenly render in. Yeah, that's just a floating boulder. Nothing to see here. It's like on, you know, avatars. Got that floating magnetic boulder, just sits there in the air for some reason. Almost. I think I'm calling it about right. Almost half of the planet. I would say this is a good, I mean, considering I've also got that section there and some other little sections, but about half the planet mapped out in a 3-hour stream. This is definitely repetitive. I'm definitely looking forward to the supposed increased flight speed or top flight speed for Alpha 9. Just not looking forward to the idea I might have to start completely over again. I like my setup. I'm doing so well. And I tried that whole importing your supplies and everything in. It's such a pain to do that. But I'm sure if I have to start over again because of compatibility or something within the game, I'll be taking the time to make that happen. Because I want to build a big ship. I want a big capital vessel finally. I want my big master capital vessel with tons of hover vessels and small vessels to play around with, and go build myself a permanent home base on a nice scenic planet, and, you know, plenty of deconstructor stuff there. You know, go drop all my supplies there, let it deconstruct like crazy, and I've got drones coming after me. Ah, there's one there. There's one over here. I've been through this area. I guess these are reinforcements. Or is this the area I was in before? This might be where I was before that had, like, the multitude of drones that were guarding nothing. Oh. Sneaky little plasma drone. Yeah, I think this is it, because it is kind of, you know, mapped out. And it's right over here near the... I mean, well, they're not far away from where I marked it on the map for the patrol vessel. I think this is part of the patrol group with the patrol vessel. It's not just the vessel anymore. They have drones around with them now, apparently. From what I understand with the storage changes, yeah, most blueprints are going to end up not working very well anymore at this point, which really sucks. Because I've got my nice little storage SVs that work so well. I really think it's going to be a while before Alpha 9 comes out, because they're going to have to be a little careful about it. You're going to have a lot of people that like some of the changes, but then there's going to be others that if they don't do it right, if it's like, oh yeah, guess what? We just made this, or all this other stuff is obsolete, no longer works, and you're gonna have to completely change your way of how you approach cargo. You're gonna have some people that stop playing the game. And they're gonna sit there and say, yeah, I hate this. This is no longer enjoyable. Kind of like, it's probably, honestly, I think, going to end up being a case where they do how they did with the auto miners. For a long time, it was just by default, they did not deplete the deposits. You could sit there and have a deposit be unending because they would never drain the deposit. Now they do, but it's very buggy still. Like, some of them will drain and it will never show that it's gone down below 100%, and others will drain to 0, like I've already seen apparently, and just keep draining even though there's supposed to be nothing there. It just keeps going. And I think what will happen is they'll have an option with the new cargo system for whether or not you want to enable some of it. Yeah, and I understand as far as realism, how, you know, 10 stacks of iron would weigh a lot, you know, a lot. So you wouldn't be able to use that with a storage vessel. But they're still going to have to, I mean, they really have to be careful with how they rebuild this, because while they may improve the realism and make it better for some people, there are going to be some people who be like, you know, there goes all the fun. Like, I was enjoying this, I was having fun. You know, I could do this and do this and do this, and now it's become so tedious. I hate it. That they're going to risk that, I think. That's going to be the biggest thing they have to worry about is, yes, maybe making it more realistic and making it fun for some people, but, you know, as developers, people who are trying to sell the game, make money, they obviously don't want to make a lot of players mad, which is why, you know, they always encourage feedback from players with the experimental branch. I think it's just going to be a touch and go, and it's going to take them a little bit longer than they probably want to get Alpha 9 into the main branch and out of experimental. Yeah, kill the storage and make it like FedEx or UPS. What's that one that starts with a D? You know, make it where you're constantly having to just, you know, like other games where you're limited in weight, like Fallout 4. I'm playing it and I keep having to dump stuff because I can't carry it. I don't have a way to store it. I don't have like a pack mule. Yeah, DHL, thank you there. So, you know, you're going to end up with people that are not going to like the game because now they're constantly having to go and drop off supplies, and it's going to make things so tedious. I mean, even in the way I'm playing, when I have a full inventory, you know, looting a point of interest, even if you're doing it, like, you go through, you kill everything, take it over, core it out, and then you're like, now I've got to go back and start looting stuff. Same scenario. You're going to be run in, fill up your inventory to weight limit, have to go dump it off, and then you're going to get to the point where you're like, oh, I've filled up my inventory to weight limit. Now I've filled up my my small vessel to weight limit too. Which means I have to take my small vessel back and dump everything there, and I'm going to be dumping that onto the capital vessel. If the capital vessel has to worry about weight limit too, then you're going to be stuck waiting for, like, you're going to have only so much stuff you can produce and carry at a time, which means you're going to be stuck relying on bases on every planet. There's just going to be a lot of factors in it, I think, that they will have to worry about making sure they don't make a large amount of player base mad. Because you'll have a lot of people that stop playing if they do. And it's going back to comparison to another game, Empyrion versus Subnautica. Subnautica, you don't stack items. You have 4 cooked peeper in Subnautica. That's 4 inventory slots taken up. That's how it's been the whole time from the start. So it was never a chance for people to get used to having it done a different way. Now you have people who've been playing it for all this time, and suddenly you're going to say, oh, by the way, now we're changing this entire style, the way it's handled, from that to what so many other games do, where now it's just going to make things a lot more tedious. Honestly, you know, I'll keep covering the designs for the game, but I did take a break at one point from playing the game because of problems with, I think it was Alpha 6.5. I got to a point where it was just being problematic, and I didn't do like very much with Alpha 7 and gameplay. If they put it where now I'm stuck, you know, if it's not Empyrion anymore, it's now basically Subnautica. It's now basically Fallout, where I am worried about how much weight do I have on my person so I can move. How much weight do I have on the ship so it can move? And it means a lot more trips back and forth. I may not be playing this anymore. I may stop the gameplay on the live streams just because I'm used to it in this game. I mean, it's understandable having a certain weight limit, but these are advanced spacefaring vessels. They need to keep that in mind, that, you know, these are thrusters that can fly you through an atmosphere like this, that can take you to another planet, you know, fly you through space. They need to remember that and not treat it like, oh, well, you know, modern equipment would have this kind of weight limit. No, it needs to be considering the fact that this can handle more than modern equipment can. They should assume a higher weight limit for this. Like a small vessel with, you know, X number of thrusters should be able to carry a decent amount of weight, even if the cargo boxes can't store as much stuff, because hey, yeah, there's, you know, more limitation on that. It should still be a case of I shouldn't have to worry about making 18 trips back to my capital vessel to drop stuff off, or to my base to drop stuff off, when it used to take only one. You know, if you increase the amount of trips going that way, some people, like you say, will, you know, Mario will find it, you know, better because it's not boring for them. But there'll be other people, like me, that will find it way too tedious now. And will be like, yeah, this just means now I can't carry all these supplies. Now there's not as much point in breaking down a point of interest, like, you know, as fully as I've been, because it's such a pain to do so and actually transport the goods anywhere. So they're going to, unless they do it just perfectly right, they'll lose some player base. It's kind of gonna be that way regardless. I don't think they'll be able to get away with not losing any, like losing some of their player base from it by doing this change. It's such a big change so far into the development of the game that they're like, we're just gonna completely redo it. Yes, not realistic, but there are certain elements already in the game that they obviously are not worried about changing that are not very realistic either. So, what power is that? Yeah, I mean, like in Aliens, the power loader, you could have something like that. You should be able to have, I mean, the drone is not exactly very realistic. You use the drone, it gets destroyed, and you just magically have another one. You know, now there was a bug where if you used your drone and it got destroyed, you couldn't get it back for a while, and they fixed it. But that was a bug. That was not an intended thing. You know, having a drone that's just always available, that can go out and mine for you, can go out and loot for you, but it can loot a body, but it cannot interact with a cargo box. Does not make sense. That's not realistic. And yet, I don't hear anything being said about they're changing the drone where you can't do that anymore. So, you know, there are other things that if they're worried about realism, then there's other things they could work on too that would have less of an impact, I think, in the end, against the, you know, upsetting the player base. But at the same time, one reason I like this game compared to Space Engineers is they're not over the top on the realism with it. If they go more in that direction again, with it being more focused on realism and doing stuff like that, it will be less appealing for me to play this. Now, the whole Wi-Fi thing, that's a nice touch. And there are certain elements of Planet Nomads that you, like the item dispensers, you don't have to go and grab stuff from your and put it into inventory on your person to use it. That's not very realistic in terms of the way it works, but it does work and it makes things easier and better in the game. But, you know, the conveyor system in Planet Nomads is problematic because of how everything cooks together. In this, you know, the Wi-Fi really doesn't make sense, but it will help. In that case, I don't see why they're going to do the Wi-Fi transfer-based system in terms of that's not very realistic. You know, that's basically teleporting items, material between points. But they're worrying about volume and weight for cargo bases. Like, if we can wirelessly transport everything, don't we have a way we can also, like, can't we compress it? Make it take up less space with no change in weight, or take up, you know, less weight, something like that? There's so many things that could be changed to be more realistic on this, and there's so many things that if they do change it in the wrong way, they'll end up making people mad because they're used to playing it a certain way, and you end up taking away that fun of it for them. That's one of the things they like about the game, because they don't have to worry about it being so tedious as like other games might have it, you know. That's one reason I got away from playing the Forest, because building big bases in it is just so tedious. You know, you go chop down a tree, you carry a few logs, put them on a little sled, drag it back, dump that sled, you know, into a storage, and then you're built, or right onto the, you know, building blueprint construction goes. There's just a lot of tedium to the Forest and the way it handles certain things like that, and that's one reason I got away from it. There are some players, some YouTubers that like it and will do it despite that, but to me that goes back to, like, you know, Minecraft before Redstone. You know, I set up Redstone for automatically filtering my items in the last time I played Minecraft. You know, it's depending on how it's implemented, I think. That's my rant for it. I'm done with my rant. As tech improves, weight goes away. That's the way it should be. Like, if you're gonna do something like that, give upgradability. Just like the detector. I said earlier, we should have some upgradability to the detectors. Not necessarily like detecting range, like if it's 1 kilometer for your personal suit detector and then 2.5 kilometers for your SV detector. Make an improvement to your visual, like, acknowledgement range. We'll call it that. That you don't have to be as close for it to say, oh, that thing on your radar, that ping right there is this crashed DSC front. Have it where you can be twice as far away and it detects it like that. Give us an upgrade like that. Some new tech thing that you can unlock and add to your inventory to allow for that functionality. Yeah, that's an option there. Make it where a restroom and Zascosium is needed for the bosses. They're even, you know, pentacid. They switched it so pentacid is now used for ammo. The warp fuel is used for ammo because there's people getting so much pentacid, harvesting it all over the planet. So they're like, I don't need this much. I'm not jumping around this much. Do that. Detectors could pick up animals. That could be an interesting thing too. Have it like where it picks up, or have it not just pick up animals. You can have it where it picks up prey, predators, points of interest. Have it toggleable. Like our turrets can be toggled to target certain things. And wow, that was a really weird stutter glitch right there. That even stuttered the audio. But have it, you know, you can go into a turret, tell it, don't attack this, attack this. Let the detectors be the same way. We can go in and tell the detector, only detect this. I only want to know about where the prey animals are. Harvestable plants. Like, let me know where a harvestable plant is. So like, oh, I need some corn dog plant. You know, I need wheat. Let me know where there's concentrations of that. That would be a useful upgrade, and it would be something you wouldn't have to have immediately added. It would be like a version 2 upgrade that you can buy. That would make it more sensible. You'd have to unlock it, and then after unlocking it, build it and add it to your, maybe not your inventory, make it a suit upgrade. Make it where you have an upgrade thing. Like we go here, you got the survival constructor, have suit upgrades. Another tab over here, you click that, and it gives you helmet, scanners, stuff like that. And you could be like that, yeah, like kind of like 7 Days to Die or something like that. You have a suit mechanic where you have different parts and you can add different components to make it better. And not necessarily, you know, not changing the armor system and the boost for the armor. Make the armor thing its own part where you still have armor that is swappable with the boost, but you can have something that is not swappable, like a place for flashlight or scanner, things like that. Have segments where that stuff goes in, so it's not taking up inventory space. Yeah, exactly. Make it where that stuff is out of the inventory. It gets installed in the suit like an upgrade to your suit. So, and of course, when you take off all your armor, light armor, you have no armor on, you have a suit underlying everything. Make armor be what it is now. It is protection boost. It is environmental protection and upgrade ability. So like, hey, you got a jetpack, but this gives you an additional jetpack. So it's like, it's not a jetpack boost, it's an added jetpack or an augment for your jetpack segment that gives you extra little bit of power to use. Simple explanation there, and it would work. More customization for the suits too. So, you know, that'd be another thing. It's not just the suit itself, but more customization options. People be able to say like, you know what, I want to make my suit look like this, and you know, change color. Maybe have traders, you know, the NPC traders that lets you buy different variations, like either cosmetic variations or like you're saying there, flight suit, tank suit, stealth suit. I feel like stealth suit would be a tricky thing. Now, I did say earlier, it'd be kind of cool to have them update the alien assassins to actually be like assassin style, not these weird alien looking creatures, but an alien assassin that has a ship. They follow you around. They're hired by one of the factions to hunt you because you made that faction mad. Like the Predator, you know, cloaking stuff. I'm pretty sure they can't do too much for the stuff from Predator without getting sued. But maybe having like, oh hey, you know, rogue assassin type thing where they have Garrot or a sword, you know, some kind of specialty sword they use. And then the cloaking type stuff, which, yes, Predator has their thing, but there's other movies and TV shows that have used a similar style to it. I don't think they got sued for copying the Predator type thing. But something like that, where they come after you because you made a faction mad and they've been hired to do it. A bounty hunter, as I said, would be cool to add in. That would give a new little flair to the game. Make them a little bit tougher opponents, you know. Yeah, add more points of interest. Pirates. Maybe not kidnapping, but like pirates or scavengers that are looking to actually loot your stuff. So if you leave your capital vessel, oh hey, there's nothing around me, I'm perfectly safe, floating up here in space like my ship is right now, nothing patrolling around, I don't have to worry about it. But then here comes some scavengers. Oh, let's attack this ship. Obviously that would, some people might not like that. It needs to be a toggle type option because, you know, in server mode you have offline protection. There'd probably be something, you'd have to have that same option kind of thing for single player. You don't want to be attacked like that. You don't want to have to worry about that when you're, you know, away from your ship. So make it where you can turn that off. And I think this is the 4th or 5th abandoned reactor I have come across on this planet. And alright, this is going to be, I'm at a good spot here. I'm going to call it, this is the end of the stream today. We're going over 3 hours today. So very, very fun. Got a lot done. Oh, and I'm getting shot at again by that. That's right, those have little cannon things. Oh, look, a nightmare. A nightmare. That definitely is not the one that shot at me. Yeah, you just stay over there howling all you want. I'm just trying to get this stuff. Where are you? Come on. I know. Overseer. I always hated... The nightmares need to be replaced. I'm just gonna say it. Other people said the nightmares need to be replaced. That is just a bad option in the game. They need to be taken out, replaced with something better. Why call it a nightmare? Seriously. Take them out of the game. Call them something else. Do whatever, but we need something other than nightmares in this game. That's a bad choice there. Oh, and look, it's on. Surely I didn't, like, I mean, that's RCS and thrusters. Did I lose my sensor? Or is it just bugging again? Because this is what's been happening with the ship. It just stops opening the door automatically at random. I'm getting some good supplies, but nothing to, you know, go running around jumping for joy about. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's stream. I just, you know, there's some changes that need to come to the game. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be added to the game and changed. Obviously, make certain things more realistic, but within reason. If it gets too realistic, there's gonna be a loss of certain players that play this game because it's not overly realistic. You get the ones that are, you know, people that want that super realistic aspect can go to Space Engineers. They can play it. I don't play Space Engineers because I think it's too realistic. It's too focused on that, and I find it cumbersome and irritating to play. But other people love it and don't like Empyrion. It's, you know, it depends on your personal preference. My preference is definitely not Space Engineers, and if Empyrion goes too much in that direction, I won't be playing Empyrion anymore. It'll just be a case of it won't be enjoyable to me. And there'll be a lot of other people, I'm sure they're the same way, if they change things too much in what people find to be negative. So it's just going to be a case of they're going to have to test it out a lot more in experimental until they find that magic point where they're like, okay, we can release this. Some people will be mad, but they won't quit. Other people will be mad and quit, but not that many. And then everybody else will be happy. And we'll go with that. And that's when they'll actually go with Alpha 9 being full release, I think. If they go before that, you know, they'll have some people that, yeah, like you say there, the more you complicate the plumbing, the more you complicate things beyond what it needs to be, especially when things work so well now, people are so used to it, you're going to lose players. It's just a fact. Even if that's like, well, that's where we wanted to go from the beginning, that's where we wanted to end up, you got to realize, devs, you've got people who are used to this now that play the game because they like the way it works right now. And if you change that, you're going to lose some players. I don't want this game to play like Subnautica in terms of gathering resources. If it plays like that, I won't play it as much because Subnautica balances well enough with that. This, not so much. You got such larger areas. If we have to go and pick up every little thing, like, oh, hey, I need some Zascosium. Well, here's a little boulder I have to shoot to get Zascosium. You're going to add too much tedium to it. People will stop playing. So, yeah. Yeah, expand the tech tree to 50. Give us more stuff. Like I said, we've already mentioned a lot of stuff. I hope some of the devs will, you know, if they're not watching the stream now, maybe they can watch the stream later after it's up on the channel for normal video viewing. You know, there's some good ideas we've discussed here today. I think there's a lot of stuff they could do with it that won't involve changing things in a way that might also upset people. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. It's still experimental. I am not switching to the experimental branch. I'm going to leave it on the normal branch. And when Alpha 9 is full release, we'll try it out then. But that is it for today's stream. Over 3 hours. And yeah, let's see, how far did I get on it? I mean, I'm getting a lot more stuttering as I keep going, but this is how much I've covered. I've missed a spot there, missed a couple little spots there. We've already conquered the wood cabin. Because I think that's the one I took the core and put it back so it counts as conquered. And then we've got the patrol vessel deactivated where it can't hurt me. I've got several Resum deposits I have not popped yet with auto miners. I've got 23 auto miners out. One on every single Zascosium deposit, I believe. That's 7 of 12, 13 of 18, and only 2 of the gold. Half, yeah, I've got a lot more left. Look at all that. That's all I've got left to go through. And look at all of the points of interest all over the place. Not just the deposits, but like, there's so many POIs on this planet. There's going to be so much stuff to do here. I'm going to be here a while, so hopefully I get enough Zascosium to build the Nemesis battle cruiser. No blueprint and factor. Okay. Oh yeah, because I did the Portopod. But yeah, I've got plenty of stuff already. I could easily do the restroom or the iron and sathium. It's these. Almost 10,000 Zascosium, almost 10,000 restroom for the default design. I think I will go out and tweak it. It has weapons I don't think I will need. So I'll tweak it a bit before we actually build it. But yes, that's what I'm going with because I like the design. It's close to what I use now, so it'll be the easiest one to transition. And thank you, Crazy Z, for watching. Thank you, C-Note, Mario, everybody else that's chatted. It's been fun. And it's always good to have a lot of conversation going with these. But I am Mr. Spicy. As always, thank you for hanging out with me today. And I will see you guys next time. Okay?